What up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another edition of Doghouse Live. I am your host, Rebel Dog. Tonight's edition is creator tips. And we have a special guest. You all know her. She's been here before, ReAnimateHer. She's going to come on. She's going to give her professional and her years of service. Not years of service, sorry. I was reading a message, my bad. Anyways, she's going to be giving us her expertise on things like that. We do have a special guest that wants some tips and stuff like that. Sparta will be joining us as well. Let me see, make sure we have all the audio and everything up. Can you hear me? Uh-oh. I can't hear you. Can't I hear you? Oh no. Love technical issues. Well, I wonder what is the issue. Did I change something? Let me check. Maybe it's my end. It's got to be my end. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, wow. Oh. How about now? Can you hear me?
I hear you fine.
It was my side. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I forgot I was doing some things with, and I guess I muted the browser on accident.
That would do it. That would friggin' do it, eh?
Yes, gotta love it.
I don't see you live, though.
We're on the new channel.
Oh. Okay. What's the name of the? Okay, so Doghouse Live, is it?
Yeah, it's twitch.tv/Doghouse Live.
Okay, I want to be able to host you because I don't think I'm following that channel.
Yeah.
I'm following Rebel Dog. Okay, here we go. Perfect. Let me host this mother. There we go.
No, I moved it to a separate channel because I wanted to be able to restream it to other ones. So we're restreaming to Glimish and we're restreaming to Trovo as well. So.
Oh, right on.
And I figured because I don't plan on getting this channel monetized, so I'm not gonna get it. I'm gonna use Patreon and all that stuff to do all the other stuff with.
Always best.
Yeah. So how you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good now that everything's working.
Yes, yes. I mean, technical difficulties. If you don't have them, you're not a real streamer.
Exactly. Exactly. Tip number 1. Always expect it.
That's what I tell myself to make me feel better.
Right. Yeah. Tip number 1. Always expect technical difficulties, and it's usually sound or camera.
Yep.
Sound or
audio,
camera.
Always audio, man. I tell you.
Yep. So how's your week been? I guess it just started.
Busy.
Busy's good. Anyways, like I started to say before everybody was muted again, what we're doing is we are streaming to Glimish, and everything, all the socials are the same. If you want to go to Trovo and look, it's Doghouse Live. If you want to go to Glimish and look, it's Doghouse Live. Facebook is Doghouse Live, and YouTube is Doghouse Live. The only reason why I'm not streaming to those two is because I can't keep up with all the chats.
Right. So, now, my question to you is, does StreamYard capture everyone's chat?
It can. If you stream from the website, it's just like Restream ISO.
So in order for me to see other people's questions, or if they have any, I'd have to be on all 4 or all those sites to have their chat up.
Yeah, but I wouldn't worry about the other two. Twitch is the only one. I haven't had any.
Okay.
I haven't had any.
I just don't want to be seem cunty and not responding to anybody, right? Because I don't see their chat.
No, if something pops up in the other ones, I will make sure that I get it copied over. But
perfect.
No, the reason why is because I'm trying to get Glimish on, and I got to realizing when I started doing this, I only had Twitch. So it's like I was advertising them to come onto my Twitch channel to
Yep.
And it's like, and ever since I started doing or promoting that we were also on Glimish, they have started to respond to my tweets and stuff like that. So.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Good.
Batman Goddess, thank you for the follow. How are you, my girl? How are you? But yeah, so it's just like I figured these are the three main ones right now, and at least I'm broke into Glimish and broke into Trovo, so I got it all nailed down across the board on that part.
Perfect.
So I'm ready for that whenever the time comes. Anyways, tonight's episode is Creator Tips Tuesday. It's kind of something new I wanted to do because in the past I've always had people coming into my chat, and I'm sure you've had people coming into your chat always asking questions. And let me get rid of that background in the back. I'm doing good. How are you both doing? I'm doing good. You can see Twitch's chat, right?
I have pop-out chat on.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I lost my train of thought. Welcome to my world.
Yeah. No, I get a lot of questions about all different types of content creator tips, whether it's TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, wherever. People are always asking. Yeah,
and the one thing is, it's like those algorithms on every single platform are different.
That's why you got to test.
Test. From what I understand, TikTok has a bot that does everything for them.
TikTok is crazy.
Yeah.
Their algorithm, I kind of finally figured out for me. I can give tips on that whenever you want.
Sure. Yeah, because I'm trying to get people to come in. I've started sending out messages on TikTok to some of the people that I've followed for a while, and to see, to bring some TikTok creators in that only do TikTok. Yeah. So, and because because the only thing I see on them is like everybody. It seems like about like 10 out of 100 people that I follow, they always have to restart new accounts because the algorithm bans them.
Well,
or not the algorithm,
but
mass
reported.
Yeah.
So, and that happens. Unfortunately, there are people who are jealous out there, and there is this one lady that I follow. Her stuff, and she doesn't do anything that violates. She's a body painter, so
yeah.
But she's had an issue with a couple of people, and they mass report her. She follows all the guidelines. There's nothing ever that violated it. And if you've ever watched her TikToks, you don't even see her boobs in her videos. Like she's not body painting on there like you would do on Twitch.
Yeah.
She's already covered, right? And like there's nothing wrong with her videos. Mass report, and they take down her channel. So she has a secondary channel.
Yeah, I think that's like the number one thing. If you want to grow on TikTok, make sure you have a secondary, because sooner or later you're going to get banned for something.
Somebody is going to get jealous. Someone's not going to like what you did. She does live, and you can have mods when you go live. And I know they have banned some people. So these people have no lives. They make another account, and then they get their friends to mass report. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
TikTok does things a lot differently than Twitch does. Was it like 5 or 10 reports? That's it. It's gone.
Really? Oh, I didn't know. Oh, wow.
It's not like 50-30. You have to have. They're pretty quick on it. And if they don't like what they see, if there's any blood, you have to really put a warning in the description and on your video if there's fake blood or weapons, because if you don't, even if you do put it, you have a chance of breaking community guideline, and they will. They'll take down that video and they'll tell you the reason why, and then you can appeal it.
Yeah, because I know there was a Twitch partner that I was watching one time, and he sat there and said that the only thing that he did, he got his video taken down and I guess suspended from lives just because he was talking. It was during Pride Week. He was mentioning, he was sitting in his studio like we are, and just talking, nothing for, wasn't promoting anything or anything like that. But anyways, the next day he got a notice sitting there saying his video was taken down and he couldn't go live for like, I think 36, 72 hours or whatever it was.
That's one of their little suspensions that they do. That's their first warning.
And I'm like, and he was mad. I mean, he was ranting and raving on Twitch, and it's like, I don't blame you, dude.
It's aggravating because all it takes is someone who doesn't like you, or someone who just wants to be an asshole.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
They just want to be an asshole. They don't have to know you. They just want to be an asshole. Boom, 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 and you're gone.
Yeah.
It's really ridiculous. Unfortunately, there's nothing to combat it except have a second account and let everybody know about your second account. I don't have a second account. If anything was to happen, whatever.
Yeah.
But the TikTok algorithm, I'm going to tell you, if you have a TikTok and you want to make use of it, and you're going to use it for your Twitch, or you're actually going to use it to make content there, what you're going to want to do is make sure you have a content creator account, which you go into your settings on TikTok. So you're going to go to your TikTok. I'm ReAnimateHer on there, by the way. So if anyone wants to check it out, you're going to go to your account. So settings, your account. And then you're going to go to the bottom where it says account control. You got personal account, business account, and a content creator account. You're going to click the content creator. And the reason why you're going to do that is because it's going to give you insight. It's going to give you creator tools. And one of the great things on this is your insights. So after you've been on the platform for a little bit and you've made content and you've gotten out there, you'll start getting insights, just like Instagram and Twitter on your page. It'll give you the best times for you to post in your country. Now, TikTok is based out of the time that they use is Eastern time. So there is an algorithm for that. However, I've only started TikTok this year, so I haven't really been on it long, but I do a lot of research testing. I just recently got my certificate in social media management, and that class taught me a lot of stuff. And so I have a notebook, and I just said this to somebody today on my YouTube when I was live over there. I've got myself a notebook, and inside this notebook is my marketing section. And what I do is first month, and I do a month because a month is really going to give you a true tale of where your content is going, because TikTok can be utilized by anybody at any time, anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
So I write down the day, the platform, the day, the video, and I let it roll. And then I check my analytics. I see if there's any likes on it. So I give it a good 24 hours, and then I check it and I write it down. I do this for a month. If I've noticed right away that it's a week and there's nothing, then I'm going to switch and I'm not going to waste my time. But if I notice there's a little climb here, a little climb there, I'm going to log that. And then I recently just changed my research because I found a better algorithm for me and my niche. I do a lot of horror-related content on TikTok, so I've done my research for almost a full month now on writing everything down, and I think I found the perfect algorithm for me on TikTok. But each social media platform is going to have their own algorithm, and it's based on you doing the research as well as hashtags. Hashtags play a huge role in TikTok. I don't know if it's better to use just 5 hashtags or the maximum hashtags. I'm still working that out. But research, right? Try it. If it doesn't work out, change it. Don't be afraid to change things up, because it's going to hold you back if you continue to be posting right at the same level. You're going to hold yourself back.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good points, because like I said, I have no clue about TikTok. I have the numbers to go live on there, and for some ungodly reason I'm like terrified to go live on TikTok.
It's actually not bad. I've gone live on there and I've done random shit. I've showed off my collection. I've gone through my comics. I haven't been live on there for hours because it's mobile, right? But I have gone on there for half hour to an hour. And I also make sure, if you want to promote your Twitch or your YouTube and you're on there live, you can do a green screen, or you can hang a sign behind you showing you when you're live and doing different things like that. There's numerous benefits to using TikTok, but one thing I have noticed is that people who utilize TikTok like content for TikTok. They don't mind you advertising your Twitch and your YouTube and yada yada. But what I have found, especially in my niche, is that they like content geared towards them. So, hey, TikTok, or hi, TikTok horror fam, or whatever it is, they like that content geared to them. If you want to share your TikTok on Instagram, which I highly suggest in YouTube, do it. But I have found that TikTokers like content geared towards them. Yeah,
because they're a whole different. It's a different breed. I mean, it's a different
world there.
Yeah, I think that's the reason why. I mean, it's like I said, I have my cell phone. I have to where I can set my cell phone right up here, and I think once I get more and more comfortable with doing the interviews and stuff like that, I will probably go live on that as well with my phone. But
I'm going to do my first live. I think I might do my first double live on TikTok this weekend at CCOH. What
Okay.
I mean by that is I'm live on my computer on Twitch, and then my mobile phone is just going to sit there
Yeah.
and just capture me live. And in the background, I'm going to have, live coffee chat of horrors and point them towards my Twitch.
Yeah.
I've done that with the YouTube, and it takes time to build up. But once you do, I've met numerous people that came from TikTok that came and watched me on Twitch. Some won't even touch Twitch, so they go to my YouTube and my Instagram because I do content on all platforms.
Yeah.
But utilize your TikToks and put them on Instagram, because Instagram is competing with TikTok and TikTok's competing with Instagram. So TikTok just got stories.
Yep.
So they're trying to get onto the level of Instagram. Utilize both of them. I do. I make content geared towards Instagram, and then I take it and I put it onto TikTok. I just edit it a little bit, and then I do the same thing from TikTok to there. I've gained followers from TikTok to my Instagram and to my YouTube, so forth and so on. Again, it's going to be that research for you. There's a lot of work when you're creating content, especially for a full-time content creator. There's a lot of work that goes into it.
Oh man, it's just like work. Yeah, but it's fun work.
A lot of work.
It's fun work though.
It's fun, and it's time-consuming, and there's sacrifices that you have to make in order to get where you want to be. Hard work will get you. Research content.
Yep.
Also figure out what you are, right? As a content creator on Twitch, let's just talk about being a content creator on Twitch. You are a unique person. You are different than everybody else, right? So you're going to want to bring something that's going to help you stand out amongst the millions of fish in the sea. I was lucky enough to have a mentor by the name of Cranky Canuck. He's passed away now, but I was lucky enough to have a mentor asked me a simple question that was so hard to answer, and that was, who are you as a creator? What do you bring to the table? And that took me days. And then I thought about it, and I'm like, I love horror. If you can't tell behind me, I'm a fanatic. I'm like, I'm going to bring that to the table. And I did. Yeah, okay, it's a smaller niche, and it is. Trust me, it is. You're not going to grow as fast as someone who's playing trendy games.
Yeah.
But it's well worth the hard work, because I'm making content that I like, and it makes me stand out amongst the sea of streamers that are out there. You've got people who play Dead by Daylight who are horror streamers. But then you got someone like me who is a variety horror. I do talk shows based on horror. I do video games, not just Dead by Daylight. I do all sorts of indie horror games, State of Decay, zombies, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But research the content, right?
Yeah. And I know ours not big into the scary stuff and the shooter stuff. He does stuff like Gisham Impact and stuff like that. Those kind of games. Which, I mean, those are great. I love watching them. I can't play them.
You're going to be happy with.
Yeah, I can't play them because they're too slow. But I love watching them. And
there's people that are going to love it. And you don't have to get all wacky and wear a goddamn mask on your face and paint your hair different colors and dance around to be. You don't have to do that. Gimmicks are good for some people, right?
Yeah.
You just want to hook somebody in to get to know you, because you only have X amount of seconds to make a good first impression, right? You don't get a second chance here on Twitch. If someone doesn't like you within the first, 30 to 60 seconds, they're gone, and they're gone forever.
Yeah, I think however long it takes because I don't know. That's one thing.
I don't know how long it is.
I know the time limit I went when I was on Mixer was like within the first 10 to 15 seconds. It's like as soon as
quick to make a first impression, and I think that's kind of crap. You know what I mean? How do you get to know if you're going to like something within the first 10, 15 seconds? I usually give it a couple minutes. If this person is boring, I'll move on.
Yeah. If
they're not interesting me, I move on. But you don't have, and there's nothing wrong with having a gimmick. There isn't nothing wrong with cosplays and dress up. I mean, look at Psycho Plays, for instance, right?
Yep.
He's got that mask that he wears. It makes him stand out. He does his makeup. He's got the voice changer. He does all that. That's his thing, to hook people in. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just make sure it's something that you want to do and you have the time to do. Because you might think, oh, yeah, doing all that makeup is fun. But how long is it going to take you to do that makeup? Are you going to be able to get that makeup done before stream? And if you work a full-time job or a part-time job, are you going to have that time to do 2-hour makeup, right? And
Yep.
Is it going to be beneficial? So you've got to take everything into account when you are looking to create something different and unique to stand out.
And also, one thing about a character too is one thing about a character is if you're going to play a character, if you're going to start your stream out as a character, you have to commit to that character, because you can't do one day as the character and the next day is you and the next day is the character, or 5 days down the road you, because people are going to get confused. And, because that's the reason why, just for Psycho Plays, for example, he totally commits to that character. When he goes to PAX, he's dressed up as that character.
Yes, he is. It's a commitment, right? So you've got to make sure that you're willing and ready to commit to something like that. It's very rare that he goes out of character.
Yeah.
And he's not wearing his makeup. It looks really weird when he's not wearing his makeup. But it's not often that he does that, right?
Yeah.
I personally, I do my makeup every day regardless. So that's my thing. But my background is a hook.
Yeah.
People will see my background and they'll come in and be like, oh my God, your background is awesome.
Yep.
So there's something simple as a background to hook people, right? You can have a crazy ass doll sitting here and that's going to draw people in. Yeah. You just want something to bring them in. But it's not going to be that easy either. It takes time. It takes practice. It takes marketing and advertising yourself out there. You're not just going to stream and expect hundreds of people to come pouring in, because it just doesn't happen that way.
And in today's world too, speaking, getting to the point about advertising and marketing, you've got a whole new generation to market to. The ones that are coming up now, especially after all the lockdowns and everything else, the new generation of viewer, basically
people
we have
never viewed before are now viewing.
Yeah,
people want connection.
Yeah, you have to. You say back when like when ReAnimateHer started, even when the time she started, probably about 2 years into it, the viewership changed.
Oh yes,
it's just it's just a business thing. If you've ever been in anything type of business, you understand you've got to you do your product research, your customer research, and everything else to to keep up with the trends and the changes. There's so many every year.
So it changes. Trends on social media change in a blink of an eye. You'll see it on TikTok. There'll be a trend on TikTok. It'll be a trend for maybe a week or two and then gone. Ain't nobody doing it anymore. So you're going to want to stay on top of that. And with COVID and lockdowns, it has brought a new group of eyes to platforms, especially Twitch and YouTube. They're two of the biggest things out there, and everybody knows YouTube. So when people watch something, especially when they're locked in their house and they're locked in with their significant others, you want to be able to reach out to other people and converse with other people, right? I mean, there's nothing wrong with you conversing with your spouse and your children or whoever you're living with, but when you're in lockdown, you ain't leaving your house. So it's the same conversations, you know what I mean? You've been in lockdown, you know what it is, right?
Yeah.
So people are craving that connection. And now, even after the pandemic is basically, well, here it's basically gone. People are still looking for that connection because they don't want to go out and get sick. They don't want to go out and get the cold. They don't want to get out. They don't want to do that. So sitting down here, having a coffee or a drink or a party inside someone's house without actually physically being there, that's actually happening and going on.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to go ahead and bring in Sparta. And like I said, he's been wanting to. He's been asking me like a lot ever since I started this, we could come on and do it. And I told him, well, I was trying to build up a creator session. So he's actually the first guinea pig. No, I'm just joking. Anyways, let me get rid of that banner. The only thing I don't like is like, you've got to literally go in and click the banners off. You can't just like, when you change a scene, it doesn't like remove them. But anyways, Sparta, this is ReAnimateHer, this is Sparta.
Hey. Hi, Sparta. Nice to meet you.
So
my phone on silent because it's my notifications are crazy.
So where do you stream? Do you stream on Twitch?
Yeah, I used to do a little bit on Facebook, but Facebook just seemed to be a little more stagnant for me. I moved over there because of a friend of mine who goes by the name of Gunsauce on Facebook. He's like, hey, come over in here and do stuff because it's got good growth. And I got on there, and most of my growth ended up going to him because we played a lot of FPS stuff, and he's better at that than I am. So I was like, I'm going to go back to where I want to be at. and like the growth is still pretty low for me. I've been doing it for like 2 years, but it was so off and on that I took too many
Those
breaks.
don't count.
Yeah, so everything I did was for nothing when I started back up more seriously. But I mean, I've got a little bit of growth since I came back. I'm got more my time. The times I go on live is more committed to that time within 20-30 minutes. Like if I say I'm going live at 9, within 30 minutes that time frame, I'm usually live. Only because I got kids, so I got to work around that sometimes.
Yep. You build your content around your life, not your life around your content.
Exactly.
Don't ever sacrifice certain things to go live because real life is more important. So always make your schedule and your stream around your life. Don't ever make your life around your stream.
Mm-hmm. And then I also do YouTube just for like Let's Plays, and it's nothing that I do as hardcore as I try to with my Twitch streams. But it's stuff that I want to play, and it's another way for me to get my backlog caught up. Like right now, I'm doing Metro 2033. I'm playing it, recording it. If people watch it, cool. If I grow in there, even better. But I'm doing it to make myself play my backlog. Is what my goal is for that. It's like, hey, you have all these games in your backlog. Why not play them and put them on YouTube?
That
If
doesn't
you get
hurt.
out of it, great.
Make sure you edit it and you point everything to your Twitch. Twitch really has a good tool for integrating your YouTube channel. If you haven't connected your YouTube to your Twitch yet, do so. Because you can go play your game. So let's just say you're playing a different game on Twitch that day. You're playing Grave Chase. You're on there, you've done your thing, your stream is over, you go into your video producer and you export that video, and it can do it into 15-minute segments as well. You export that video to YouTube. It does it behind the scenes, and then you can sit and you can do all your stuff on it. You can go into YouTube Studio once it's uploaded, and you can add your hashtags and descriptions and a whole bunch of stuff, which helps utilize more content for your YouTube on a regular basis, because YouTube's algorithm is crazy.
Oh,
right. I mean, one of the things that stopped me from doing that was about, I think it was a year, maybe 2 ago, whenever I started, that a lot of things that I watched, like Harris or anything like that, said like to not do stuff like that because of the compression of like your camera looked horrible. And I would assume that maybe that's changed since then.
Maybe. I don't have an issue. I've never noticed anything. I do stream in 1080, but I have a strong enough internet to do so. Plus, I'm partnered here on Twitch, so I get transcoding. Twitch does compress shit. Yes, it does. That's why my extra stuff that I do on Twitch that I export to YouTube, that's just extra stuff. That's just to keep my channel going. So if you know, I go on vacation, I still got some content people can watch that they may have not seen. Also, Twitch only keeps your VODs for X amount of time. Yep. So exporting them to YouTube, even if you put it on private, is something there. Making your content live on YouTube. YouTube's beautiful. Like my content live to Twitch, live to YouTube looks gorgeous on YouTube. Even though I'm streaming the same shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The same, my bit rate's a bit higher on YouTube because I can. But I'm streaming 1920 by 1080, 60 FPS, and my stuff looks way better on YouTube than it does on Twitch.
Oh yeah, my stuff that I've got on YouTube looks way better because I'm able to put it at a higher bit rate. I've got a strong enough secondary PC to record everything onto because I dual stream, and it makes it so much easier. Like I'm able to do stuff with it. Like I'm able to like, okay, I'm going to upload this, and then I can prepare on my other system like what I'm going to do next. Because I try to keep a little bit of the schedule.
Yeah, you can even, instead of doing your whole VODs, you can also upload your clips right away, right? Have 30-second content, boom, right up there, boom, boom. Now, your shorts on YouTube, unfortunately, do not go for partnership hours. So on YouTube, if you ever want to make anything of your YouTube, which I highly suggest you do, I suggest that to everybody, is to have a YouTube account. Whether or not you're going to go live on it, that's a whole other thing, but it's an avenue. It's a huge avenue to pull people in on your content there and to Twitch. I have pulled numerous people from YouTube over to Twitch just by doing what I do on my YouTube channel. It's very beneficial. Yes, it's more work, but again, if you just throw on your 30-second clips, you know, utilize your stories. I don't know how you need to have, I think, 1,000 subscribers to do other things, but
I think it's like 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and 4,000 hours watched to get
Yes,
monetized.
and only certain videos allow you. So only certain videos count in that. So your shorts do not count.
Yeah.
You can get thousands of views on your shorts. They don't go for public watch hours. But you upload a video that's not a brand or an ad, and that counts. The amount, how many people rewatch it also counts. Like, it puts you higher up in the algorithm. The more watching, the more sharing and commenting and liking, whether it's a dislike or a like, puts you in the algorithm.
Right. And that's the reason why I wanted to also start a TikTok, because I wanted to be able to put my shorts on there and on YouTube. That way you get dual payout out of it, or dual pool.
Extend your reach.
All of your stuff.
Yeah.
Extend your reach. I don't see anything wrong with extending your reach. I don't see any issue with it. People dual stream all the time, or triple stream wherever. And there's nothing wrong with putting your brand on TikTok. You want to be consistent. Don't just, do 1 or 2 videos and let your TikTok die, because you'll go nowhere in that algorithm. So you're going to want to pick a schedule. Like, I have a content schedule that is an actual calendar of content. Now, I've got this idea from the awesome Cataly, and so I schedule my content out for different platforms. I go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sundays on Twitch, every Tuesday on YouTube, and in between I make my videos. Thursday is my non-streaming day for nowhere, but that's my work day where I edit videos, I put highlights together and so forth, and get it out for everywhere else. Great thing about TikTok, if you use the PC version, you upload your video, you can schedule them. On the phone, there is no scheduler. You can pay for a scheduler, but there is nothing with the app itself. But you can create them and then draft them, already hashtag them, have a description, have everything done, and then draft them. And then that day, let's say you have to go to work, but you have 5 minutes before you walk in the door, you go to your drafts, you click next, and you publish it. You're done.
Yeah. And that's something I need to probably think about, because I never really even thought about assigning like an edit day. So that's something I need to consider. That way
Content calendar.
Yeah.
They are wonders. They work wonders, but you got to stick to it. That's one of the things you got to do. And you can do.
I think that's one of the things that really throws me off, is like I'll make a video for my YouTube, and then I'll be like, all right, I need to edit it now, as opposed to waiting and doing it later, where I could probably record 2 or 3 or 4 videos in one day, and then edit it all later, and then have it scheduled to go out. Or I'll have this on Friday, this one on Monday.
And you can schedule them in YouTube too to go out. You can
also premiere them, which I would suggest you do as well, and be in there. So let's just say you did for instance, Rebel Dog did this interview, and afterwards he's going to edit it and package it up nicely for YouTube. He can do a set premiere, say, hey, Ra, the premiere is on for this time. We can actually go into that chat and talk and chit chat. And people get a reminder, so they can set the reminder to come in. Okay. It's a really good tool for when you start growing your channel. I do that already, and one of the people I follow, the Merkins over there, does that. They know they're going live with Rave Roy. They'll set a premiere, get ready to rock and roll, and people set timers to it. And YouTube will send a reminder, if you have your notifications on, to your cell phone saying, hey, bitch. Well, they don't use the word bitch, but hey, bitch, so-and-so is live in 5 minutes. It's beneficial tool. YouTube has tons of beneficial tools, and I think a lot of content creators that use YouTube fail to learn about the stuff that YouTube has to offer that can benefit you. And a lot of it is built into YouTube. There's also free third-party sites like TubeBuddy and all that stuff to help you find keywords, but then the paid version gives you more.
Right. That stuff I've never even looked into. The paid buddy and stuff like that.
And
it makes your life easier.
Yeah, and just to kind of talking about clipping and putting montages and stuff like that up. I mean, you got things like Athenoscope. If you do like Call of Duty, Fortnite, Apex, a couple of the other shooter or FPS games, but if you have Athenoscope attached to your Twitch, it will, anytime that you go live, it starts taking clips of your videos. And when you're done going live, it ends it, and it'll automatically produce a montage of clips from your kills to your deaths to there's a whole category, a list of stuff that you can do, that you can choose what you want that to do. And then at the end of I think every week they have something called a highlight reel that they combine. And it's sweet. I mean, I didn't think it was that I mean, and it's a free service too. That's what kicks me in the butt. But
Nice.
it will take all, if you can go through and you can pick what clips that you want to put into this highlight reel. And whenever you get enough, there's a requirement. So whenever you get the requirement to do it, it will produce a highlight reel. It will put music to it, copyright free music to it. It will sync the music to the videos. So like if you're shooting and there's like, you know, drum beats for the shoot, it'll sync the shots to the drums. And
Nice.
this is all free. And it's like, wow. It's like, okay. But there's also another clipping service out there, which we will be, we're going to be interviewing at the 28th of this month. It's called Make Echoes. It's a cost. It costs you to get, but it does basically the same thing, except for you can set up commands on your Stream Deck or keybinds or chat commands, I'm sorry, in your Twitch chat to, when you want to clip something, if it's set up in the settings on your main page, you can have it automatically every time you clip it to go to Twitter. So that's one of the things that he's been working on. But yeah,
nice.
so there's a lot of stuff out there to help to help creators, especially if you're into like FPS games and stuff like that.
Yep.
To get that stuff up there without you even doing it. It's also, and the only thing is with Twitch, you've got to be careful with is you have an embargo. You have a 24-hour embargo. So anything within 24 hours, you can't really technically, to TOS, you can't do anything with for 24 hours.
Just crap.
Yeah, because Twitch owns your content for 24 hours.
That they do, and you signed a contract. They actually own your logo.
Yep.
Wow.
That's the reason why
I knew about the logo thing.
Yeah,
they can use it in any type of ads they want to run.
Anything, and you don't get any royalties.
No.
Yeah,
nothing.
They can use your face and anything from your videos too, from what I remember.
Yep.
Anything, because you just signed it all over to them.
Yep. So that's one reason that's the main. Besides the fact that I want to restream to other channels and do other things with this, that's the one reason why this channel right here will not be monetized through Twitch. I will not sign an agreement for this channel because, for one, I've got some other things in the works, and I don't want, I want to be able to use the platform, but I don't want them to take my revenue if it comes through. So.
Yeah, and I don't blame you. And to be honest, I think affiliateship is stupid.
Yeah, anymore. Yeah.
If I was not partnered and I did not do this full time, there is no way in hell I would have a sub button. No way in hell. I think it's, and the reason why is you're binded to them. That contract limits you, and they get half of your money, and they do nothing for you besides provide a platform, which has hate raids and more on it. So if you're not looking to make a living off of this right now, and you don't have to make money off of it now, you can have a Patreon page, which I highly suggest, or Coffee, or there's so many different third-party things out there that you can utilize. Even PayPal itself, you can have a monthly subscription basis with PayPal.
Yep. So yeah,
and you're not stuck, right? You're not stuck.
So yeah,
with Twitch, you're exclusive, and when you become partner, there's a lot more on top of that, and honestly, it sucks. I hate being tied to Twitch. Dislike it. I love it that Mixer allowed us that freedom to put our content anywhere and everywhere that we wanted. Yeah. Trovo does that as well. There's no contract on that level. But
same as Glimish too. So.
Glimish. I honestly haven't tried Glimish, so I can't say much about that. But I have tried Trovo, so.
I mean, Glimish is fine. Glimish is an awesome platform. They just need to start getting it. They need to get their butts in gear and start getting it out there, because I logged on today just to see how many game creators were on there. They had 0. They're averaging about anywhere from 10 to 15 streamers a day because they're not advertising.
Well, and advertising is huge. Word of mouth is great. Don't get me wrong, but buy a couple of ads for Facebook and Instagram. They honestly, you'd be surprised on how cheap it is to get yourself a sponsored ad on Instagram and Facebook. I mean, you don't want to spend thousands of dollars, and you also get to target your audience.
Yep.
And they work. I'm not going to say, get every week and pay for every week of advertising. Set a little, and this is what I do as a creator, is I break down my money into groups. I've got a section for advertising and marketing. Mm-hmm. Money gets allocated to there. I've got money for my taxes. It gets allocated for there. I've got money for stream gifts for my subs and giveaways. That money gets allocated there. And I don't always use my ad money to do things with, so it gets stockpiled. If I'm feeling feisty and I have something cool coming, I will pay for a TikTok ad. I will pay for an Instagram ad. I will pay for a Facebook ad. And honestly, it's like $7 a day, depending on what you're looking to get out of it. You can control that. I also advertise on Kijiji. I advertise on numerous other apps that are free.
Yeah.
It does help.
Yeah, because it's just like when I first started this talk show, I went and talking about Facebook. I went on because you can set on Twitter, Facebook,
you did
and
the
TikTok.
Twitch versus Facebook episode, and you paid for an ad that one, and you got like 30,000 people that clicked on it or something like that.
Yeah, so
a little off on the number, but I remember you said that it was like more views in a day that you got anywhere on Twitch ever.
Yeah,
or something like that.
Facebook, unfortunately, whether you like it or not, it's a huge database with a whole shit ton of people.
Yeah.
That's another thing, like with Facebook, and I just don't really trust like all the shenanigans that they've done. So that's why I
don't trust any of it.
Yeah.
And now they own Instagram.
Yeah.
That's just a scary thought.
Yep, but the really good thing about Facebook, I barely use my Facebook page. What I really like about it is the fact of the creator studio, where since they bought Instagram, you can schedule your Instagram post right through the Facebook creator app on Facebook. And if you're utilizing Facebook just for an extension to grab audience, not stream on there or anything, you can schedule in the creator dashboard for Facebook. You have a section that you click on Instagram at the same time as you're making that ad or whatever, that picture. Oh, look at this. I just got this new thing today. You're putting it up there. You're typing it out. You click on put it to Facebook as well, and you can schedule it. You can schedule all of your stuff to Instagram.
Yep.
There are things that I schedule to Instagram, and then there's many things that I just do on a whim. So I do utilize their scheduler. It's free.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. Anything in this profession, anything free anything that's free and it works is the best thing.
It is.
Like with
I definitely wish I would have utilized more free stuff when I started. I definitely went a little overboard with certain things. Like I bought a Go XLR like last year. Didn't need to buy it yet. What else did I get? I got this mic actually for free. That was a good thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a score.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a decent. With my boom arm, I wanted to get something quality. That way, I wouldn't have to replace it later. So I ended up with a Gator Frameworks. I think it was like $120 for it. A little bit pricier, but I think like going quality on that was definitely a good choice. And then I got a Stream Deck last month. I got the Stream Deck Mark II, but I got that because I knew that would make.
It's a luxury item, but it's nice to have.
It makes everything
really
a little bit cleaner. Like instead of I gotta look over and switch over and look at my other screen to make sure I'm clicking the right thing. It's like I'll just click the button.
Yeah, and anything you buy for your stream is an investment.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. It's all a tax write-off. Like my
all
PC
an
that I built this year, I'm gonna be able to write some of it off because I'm using it for my 9 to 5. And I'm using it for this because I do work from home and I have to use it, so I'm gonna write it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the stream,
depending on where you live in the world, right?
And a Stream Deck, everybody sits there and it's like, oh, you need a Stream Deck just for gaming. It's like, no, Stream Decks you can use them for anything. You can use them if you have well, not only that, if you have the right kind of, you can set it up to use the IFFT lights and stuff like that. If you can, all you do is go to Walmart and buy those plugs. You can hook that up to control lights. You can use it to control your thermostat. You can, it's a household. It's an all-in-one.
I've got an Elgato Streamlight coming, but I got it off eBay because I'm like, I'm not gonna pay full price for that. So I got one of those coming. I'm paying I paid $70 for it, which is still overpriced for a key light, but for what it is, I mean, the Elgatos I'd say that some of their equipment's pretty quality. And $70 and it's brand new. The guy opened the box and I think he got it from like a crate sale or something like that and didn't want it.
Yeah, I have panel lights. They're just like Elgato. I've had them for 3 years now, and I paid $100 for 2 of them, and they're remote control. I can control the temperature. And I can control everything. They dim. I can change them. I've had them for about 3 years now, and I got 2 for $100 instead of 1 for $200.
Yeah.
Right. No, and then another thing is I'm moving my studio space out to my shop outside that I'm redoing, so that'll make everything a lot easier too, because it'll allow me to transition my brain from I'm in the house to I'm working, and that was and not to mention I'm moving my job's going out there, so I mean it makes it all just separating it home from work. That way, when I go out there to stream, I'm there to stream. I'm there to make a YouTube video. I'm there to edit, or I'm there to work.
Yeah.
And Sparta, you work from home, I assume?
Yeah.
So make sure that when you are doing your streaming and you're working from home is that you have a balance.
Right.
It gets very easy to overwork yourself doing 2 different jobs from home. So make sure that you have a balance of away from your computer.
Right. No, I mean, I plan on like my streaming stuff. I'm gonna because I haven't started this work yet. I just finished like all my educational stuff for it. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut back everything to like where I stream like 1 day a week. I'll make maybe 2 videos a week, but I'm gonna make them in 1 day. So like I might stream for 4 or 5 hours, and then make a YouTube video. And then edit it maybe on like a Friday to have it come out on like a Monday, Wednesday or something like that.
Content calendar. And another bit of advice is that I tell content creators when asked, content calendar. Oh, I hear an echo.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I hit a button.
It's okay. I hope it wasn't on my end.
No, it was me.
What I tell people is you don't have to stream for 13 hours a day. The longer you stream, the less you're utilizing your socials. I stream between 4 and 5 hours each stream, except for YouTube. It's the shorter one. But a lot of people tend to think I need to stream 12 hours every day, 7 days a week so I can make it. No, you don't.
I stream 4 to 5 hours when I do.
Same. I stream 4 days a week at 4 to 5 hours. YouTube is on a Tuesday, so that's my 5th day of streaming, but it's only a couple of hours. But it leaves me time to do everything else. It leaves me time to edit videos. It leaves me time to do my yoga, meditation, which I highly suggest people should do. But have that balance. You don't need to stream 7 days a week at 20 hours a week. You just don't need to.
No, I'm getting back in the gym because I used to be an Olympic lifter when I was in Japan, and once kids started happening, that slowed down a lot.
Yes.
My time went to taking care of them as opposed to myself. And this year, since February, I lost 23 pounds so far.
Nice. So, good for you.
Yeah. Thanks. And I'm really proud of that because that's something that I was I was always about keeping my body in good shape and in good health. And then I didn't really see it until one day I saw it. I'm like, damn, this is horrible. And then I started losing weight and I was like, I'm losing it the healthy way. I'm not trying to like starve myself. What I did, and I recommend it to anybody who thinks they have a weight problem. Stop drinking damn soda.
Yeah,
that's the biggest thing. Drink water. I drink 64 to to 96 gallons of, or not gallons, liters of water a day.
Yeah, water's a great reducer for fat.
Oh yeah, I don't drink. Like I said, I don't drink that. I don't drink tea anymore. I only drink water and coffee. And then I drink a pre-workout. C4 is what I use right now. That's it. Well, no, I drink one energy drink. It's called Rain. But I went through and looked through all the facts on it to make sure that there's no bad stuff in it. And that's just what I do personally. And then I get on the treadmill or the elliptical and I do my cardio.
Nice.
But I'm getting back in the gym so I can get back into my Olympic lifting because that's where I get rid of all my stress.
Gotta have an outlet. Right?
Yeah, I like to be in shape, so I want to get back to that.
That's great.
I think R's asking you if you were an Olympian. Yeah,
I'm not an Olympian. I Olympic style lifted.
Yeah, okay.
So like those lifts that the Olympians do, I did those, but on a lower scale than that.
So, but no, yeah, balance, and I'm guilty of balance, because that's the reason, because like I told you guys in the past episodes, it's like January or December, January, and February. I just kind of like dove completely into this because I was getting irritated is what I was, is because I wasn't getting I felt like I wasn't going anywhere. And so it's just like I did it, I think like for a month. I did it for almost 7 nights straight. I'd come home, I'd stream 3, 4 hours, 5 hours, Monday through Saturday, and then Sundays. Yeah, I like I said, I averaged about my December hours. When you go onto Twitch Tracker, my December hours were like almost 200 hours.
Wow.
For being, I know part are full-time streamers, the ones that do it for 8 hours a day, that's nothing. But, for somebody that technically I'm not full-time, I do it when I can. That was just, and I got burnt out. So that's what she's talking about, is make sure you balance, because you will burn out doing this.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely, whenever I quit the first time, I definitely burned out, and that's why I kind of like, I'm more of a variety streamer when it comes to it all, because I used to just FPS games, and I just burned myself out on all of it. I saw people growing that started around the same time as I did, and I was like, man, this is BS, because like they started with me, and I started getting streamer envy, where I saw people that were doing nothing different than me, and they were growing faster than me, and it's like, what the hell? And I mean, my growth is still small, and I don't have a problem with it anymore. I'm like, if I grow, I grow. I do it for fun, but if I make something out of it too, awesome. And if I'm able to make more out of it, and I can work regular job less and do this more, sweet. But I'm not going to try to like work my life away into this.
No.
I know that it'll just turn bad.
I will tell you, being a full-time content creator is hard.
Oh yeah, and a lot of people.
There ain't nothing easy about it. People think I got it easy because I'm partnered. I work triple the amount that I did before I was partnered. I never got into streaming to make money. I did it to make connections. I did it to make friends. Mm-hmm. It just so happened I landed as a full-time content creator. I did not quit my job because I would not. This is a volatile industry. So unless you're getting paid ad money regular on a monthly basis via a contract, this is a volatile business. Yep. You do something someone doesn't like, you can be gone like that. Your computer goes down, you can't replace it, there goes your business. Yep. Always have a side hustle if you're going to plan to do full-time. I was laid off of my favorite job. I worked from home. I was laid off, and it just happened that I was like, let's try this full-time. I've never worked as hard in my life ever, and I've owned two companies. I've never worked as hard as I currently do as a content creator. It's very hard, and the stresses are more. I just recently took vacation for a week, and that weighs on you. Yeah. And my community is like, go on fucking vacation. Go on vacation. You need the break. And I did. But you've got that weighing on you. You've got all sorts of shit weighing on your shoulders as a creator, especially if you're not ninja status, right? If you're not Tim the Tap Man, if you're not up there at their level, there's a lot of stresses that hang on you as a full-time creator. This is how you feed your family. So there's a lot more stresses on top of your average stress that you would have being a part-time streamer or a hobby streamer.
Yeah, and I know that's why Rebel, he went to start doing the talk show, because like I know that he liked doing the game stuff, and he said that he's going to do the game stuff. I think, what did you say, like once or twice a week on your regular channel? Yeah. This isn't more entertaining to him. Yeah. And that's why he started doing this, because this is what he likes doing with it. And he's able to put this on multiple platforms. He's able to put it on this, YouTube, Spotify, and all those other radio streaming to get more out there to the people. And like I was brought up my buddy Gunsauce, like, he made more growth than I did on Facebook. We talked about this a couple weeks ago about how like all my friends think that because I'm streaming and that I did it and it's easy and I'm making money for it. I was like, dude, this is the hardest job I've ever done in my life. I worked more hours in this than I did any other job, and I'm making less money. Yep.
But it's a passion. That's what I'm saying. That's what I tell everybody when they come in. It's just like, do not even. I mean, because I did it. I made the mistake when I first started streaming, because I seen all these people making money off of it, and it's like, oh, cool. I can do that. I can play video games. I can. And then you get behind the camera and streaming to 1 to 0 views, 4 or 5 days a week. It's just like, okay. And
it's disheartening.
And it's like, oh, I don't know how to talk to a camera because there's no one here. That's the biggest thing that I had to learn was talking to myself.
Yeah.
That's very hard.
A lot of people don't realize you have to talk to that camera, even though there's no one there. Because people get on like, oh, I'm watching, I don't know, we'll say Ninja because he's on here and stuff. I guess. But well, I guess it doesn't matter because you're not going for Twitch stuff. But for like Doc or something like that, and like that dude does it because he gets views because he's good at the game he plays.
Yeah,
he's funny. He stays in his character like you guys were talking about earlier, and he just keeps the people where they're at.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you can't do those things to keep the people where they're at, you're not going to keep them.
The number one thing I tell everybody is like, because you know, one of the groups that I was a part of or am a part of or whatever, it's like I tell everybody, it's just like, and this is what was told to me. It's just like watch your VODs,
silent and audio on.
Yeah.
And I gotta. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Finish. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
No. Anyways, yeah, watch your VODs. The one thing I tell everybody is that the one main thing I tell everybody is just like when they ask what to do, it's just like watch your VODs and watch it as a viewer, not as you. You know, put yourself in a viewer standpoint. Would you stay on your stream?
And I've definitely been logged on mine. Like I wouldn't have watched that because that dude was saying the thing the whole time. That dude was streaming for 3 hours and not a word came out of his mouth other than, "Hey, this is blah blah blah. Welcome to the stream."
Yep.
I'll tell you one little tip that changed a lot for me, and it's very simple, but it's one of the hardest things to do for people, and that is eye contact to your webcam. Consistent eye contact. I noticed as I watched both of you talk, there is very inconsistent eye contact, and you want to know why? Humans like that contact. When you're looking at your webcam and you're responding to somebody, so if I'm responding to you, I see your chat, and Sparta says, how do you get mods? I will read it, and then I make that eye contact with you, and I say, well, this is how you do that, Sparta, and I explain to you how. You don't have to do that whole uncomfortability thing and stare at that motherfucker. But when you're addressing somebody or addressing the chat, eye contact. And I've done a research study on this one. And when I say a research study, I have researched it. I've done some tests. And I learned this from Kitty Has Claws, which was back on Mixer. I joined a stream boot camp. And it had different experience levels on it. And they gave us all information to just make our content that little bit better. And
I just need to put some googly eyes on my camera then.
Yeah, I have a sticky note that says, "Look at me, bitch." Right there. It says, "Look at me." And because it's very easy to go like this and talk like this, or look down and talk like this. And when you're talking like this, you just feel as a viewer that person isn't really making that connection to you. It's weird. And I've done a test on it where I had my stream there, I had chat going. And this was back on Mixer that I did this. And I wasn't telling them what I was doing. I was just, looking at my camera casually, like I would be talking to you in real life, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I started talking like this. And I was asking everybody how they felt. And it would be surprising how many people said that I prefer you looking at the camera like you're actually talking to me instead of talking to me like this, because a lot of people like to, because they don't like to look in the camera, and it does take a little bit of practice. And that's why I have a sticker that says, "Hey, bitch." It's a hot pink sticky note that sits right there. Look at me, bitch. And I look at it. There's some times that I'm not looking at it because of whatever reason, and I've trained myself to look at it. But I did do some testing before I took it on, because Kitty was like, "Oh yeah, make sure you have eye contact. It's more of a connection there, like you would be actually speaking to somebody in front of you." I was like, okay, I'm going to try that out. And I did a test on it, and I tested out a few different times, and people prefer when you look at your camera and talk to it than going like this and talking to them and looking at your chat instead of.
Well, and it's just like normal. Yeah, it's just like normal life. That's one thing, I'm not making excuses. Until I get my room finished, my cameras are off to the side, so you don't see my barrel walls and my little cubby over there. So I'm actually looking at you, talking to you guys, and my camera's right there.
No, that's how mine is too. My camera, my main.
Yep,
right now
I was like that as well.
Screen.
But yeah, so it's just one thing. It's body language. Eye contact means that you're interested in what you're doing, and it's just like anything else. Like if you're talking to somebody like this, Even if you're talking on your stream with your arms crossed like this, talking to chat,
Yeah.
that's still going to give an indication that you're not, even though you don't mean to, maybe, but it's going to give an indication that you're not interested. This right here is the main one that says you're not interested.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, you look kind of like defensive, like you're ready to guard yourself. I have friends that stream where their webcam is this way, but their gaming is this way, right? So when they're gaming, they're not really talking to the webcam. They're talking to their chat. But when they're looking at chat, they look at chat and they say what they want to say by looking at them. And then they go back to doing what they're doing. And it's their side profile that you're watching while they play the game. Yeah. And when they respond, they're physically turning their head and looking at the camera.
Yeah, I think they need to make. Actually, they do. I mean, I seen somebody. I can't remember where. Oh no, it was.
Batman does that.
Yeah.
Is it tracker, face tracker?
Yeah, it's where. Yeah, and there's another thing too. I watched on one of the. I think it was like Epo Vox, or he was sitting there going over the little screens that go over your camera, like a teleprompter.
Yes.
That sits there and it rolls your chat in front of your camera, but your camera don't see it. It's a see-through on the backside. Your camera sees straight through it, but you're sitting there looking at your camera as you're reading your chat.
Yep.
Nutty was the one who talked about that.
Was
I think.
It? Okay.
Yeah, he was talking about how he was doing. He was watching videos of streamers and he was getting the what was it called? He was just doing reviews on streams, and he said that a guy was using a prompter, and he. Like, I'm going to steal this idea and I'm going to put it on my video. Here we go. Prompter. I put one in there for you guys to buy if you want one. Because it was a good idea. Like, it forces you to look at your chat because it doesn't, but it gives you a better way to look at your chat because it's rolling through your camera. Because the way most prompters are is you have the prompter screen, which is attached to another screen, and your camera is built into it so it can see through it. But it doesn't see what the words are. Yeah. And I thought about buying one, but like they're like $1,000.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
For a good one.
Yeah. That would be an investment once you start bringing in that kind of money.
Yeah.
I mean, that's great and all, and it sounds awesome, and I'm sure your content will be that much better, but off of that.
Yeah, it's definitely not one of those things that I want to buy right now. I mean, I want to get one done.
I mean, it's cool.
Yeah, it's
and if you can get a sponsorship, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
R
made a comment in chat. He was sitting there talking about there was a guy doing an uncapped subathon, which basically what that means is that they're keeping their channel live for 24 or however long they're doing the subathon, because what they're trying to do is they're doing a subathon, but they're also probably maybe trying to push for partner, and they're trying to get their hours in. But I watched somebody. I found the guy on TikTok, but he's a streamer on Twitch. And he went through partner push. He went 30 days. He stayed live for 30 days and hoping to break that 70 mark. But the one thing about Twitch's algorithms when it comes to the time is if you might hit 70 for 5 or 6 days straight, and if you hit 30, 20, 10, your viewership, your total hours are going to go, or your total views are going to go down to whatever the average of that is. So
there's no easy way.
No,
if it was easy, we'd all be partners.
Then so doing the 30 days push to try to get partners or even subathons, that's you're just killing yourself is all you're doing, because. You know, it's just like, R's trying to get his affiliate, which, did you get it yet, R? I'm not sure if he did or not, but I know he was asking me about the 30-day. I sit there and I go, the 30 days is the hardest, is because to me, it seems like it's a revolving 30 days. Or not a revolving, but it's a moving 30 days.
Yeah, it's always moving because every 30th day, as soon as you hit the 30 or 31, which restarts to 1, it's like, back to 0.
I have a question for R.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Why do you want affiliate?
I mean, I can answer why I want affiliate, because I want to be part of the Stack Up group, because I believe in what their message is, and I know that there.
I was always a part of Stack Up. But why become an affiliate?
I was gonna say,
they require it.
I don't think they require. I just think they require a follow.
I've never been told. I worked with Stack Up before I was partnered, and I didn't have a sub button. I didn't have a sub button on Mixer. I've been working with Stack Up for 4 years, and
I mean, whenever I
don't.
went through the veteran program one, it said it had to be affiliate.
Oh, the veteran maybe, but just for the stream team, you know. I'm just on I'm just on the stream team.
All I know is that I was on Mixer. Mixer didn't have an affiliate program, so there was no sub button for those of you that were not partner. And I was doing fundraising with Stack Up. So if that maybe changed, I can ask Deity, but I don't know. So you're basically just wanting to do it for the integration for channel points.
I can tell you what right now, because I was thinking about that today. It's like, because I told everybody when I started doing this channel, I was not going to monetize it through Twitch. But then I sit there and I get to thinking about it today. It's like, well, hell, I miss my channel points. But then I get to thinking, it's like, you have bots for that. Mix It Up is a bot that runs. You'll have to have a separate computer because, Firebot.
Mix It Up.
Yeah, you have bots that go through Stream Elements.
But you can set. Well, I know because I use Mix It Up because I can customize it. It's just like now. It's just like because me and Kamikaze Zombie Friday night we've got a special. She's got her creator night going, but we're also going to be doing things with her chat. So we have things set up to where it's a drinking night since it's Friday night, and we're doing Fireball Friday night. Yeah, so Saturday morning's probably gonna hurt. Yeah. And I got an interview at 3:00 Saturday with GG's TV.
Man, you're just signing up for Rough McGruff kind of day.
But anyways, I set it up to where the chat can, we're gonna do a drinking game to where if we say certain words, the chat can type in, say if I say it, they could type in !dog.
Yeah.
Oh, it don't work. What? Oh, it's probably because it didn't connect. Oh, it's because Mix It Up's gonna die.
Yep. There's a lot you can do with a downloadable bot. Firebot and MIU are fabulous bots, and they give you full custom control that you don't even need channel points.
No. Anyways, what happens is I've got a sound
channel points. That's not a big thing to me.
90% of the people don't even use them.
Nope. Nope, not really. And if you want more interaction and you want something like that, get yourself Streamloots or Dixper, depending on what you're playing on. I don't see a benefit to be an affiliate.
No.
And that is coming from somebody who is a partner here on Twitch. I do not see a benefit for affiliate. One, the minute you sign that contract, everything that you create is 24 hours on Twitch. They own it. That's it. You cannot stream anywhere else. So even if you wanted to go stream to YouTube, the minute you've signed that contract for affiliate, they own you. You cannot go anywhere else. I don't see a point of the affiliate. I honestly don't, besides having a sub button. You can actually go to Patreon and receive 75% of your sub instead of the 50%. So that $4.99 sub that someone's giving you, that's $2.50. And it's taxed, so you're getting $1.75 out of that $5, and Twitch is getting the rest. Where on Patreon, Ko-Fi, and all of them, 75% to 85%. And Streamloots, if you become a partner on Streamloots, you do not have to be a partner on Twitch or any platform to be a partner on Streamloots. You can get 90 to 95% of the income. Yeah. You start out as a streamer, then you hit affiliate, and then you hit partner. So I think I don't remember the number totals, but it's like 75% of what your people do. And it's very interactive. That is something else that streamers don't realize is there are other ways to make an income without having a sub button on Twitch. And all it is as easy as taking that Patreon or whatever logo, putting it in your profile, attaching a link to it. There it's done, putting it in your bot on a timer and putting it as a command. And you can also put it on your overlay that you have a Patreon sub button right at the top corner, Yep. I push my Patreon. I push that motherfucker because I'd rather have people subscribe to me on Patreon than Twitch. I make more money.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, not only that, since Twitch did their, what was it, about 3 or 4 months ago, to where that if you didn't like a streamer, you could go in and cancel your subscription right then and there. And basically get your money back?
Yeah, that I have no idea about, but it's I don't see an upside. To be honest with you, and this is going to sound bad, I don't see an upside for being partner on Twitch either. And that the only thing that you do get is transcoding.
Yeah,
that's it. And I just don't see a huge benefit to platforms like this. That you get a sub button, so what? So what? They're taking 50%. Now you're also taxed, right?
Yeah.
So that sub is taxed. You're only getting, depending on where you live in the world, in the state or the country, you're maybe getting $1.75 out of that $5. Once your community knows that you're only making like $1 and change off of their $5 to $10 to $20 subs,
they're not about it.
They're like, what?
Yeah.
So they go over to Patreon and they see all these, because you have a website with Patreon.
Yep.
You've got all these tiers with all these perks and different prices. You can have $1 sub, right? $1 sub for those of people who can't afford a $5 sub. You can have $100 monthly sub. When people want to support you, they're going to support you. You don't even have to ask for it. They will support you if they want to support you. And if they have the extra funds, they're going to buy your Streamloots. They're going to sub to you over here. They're going to watch your content. They're going to help push you. And that's something a lot of people fail to realize. Now, don't get me wrong. You're going to have those people that want those emotes.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you right now.
You can get them made for free.
You can use your bot. And you can put stuff inside your bot for people to use. I honestly, I don't see a benefit for either sub button.
No.
Unless you're big, unless you can negotiate your contract.
Yep.
And for the majority of you guys that are streaming and you're pushing for partner and you got that affiliate button,
it's not going to happen for you, probably most likely.
You are stuck to Twitch. Yeah. Everything you own is on Twitch, and it's there for 24 hours. You could be breaking out into YouTube right now, doing your talk show. Let's just say you were sub button, right, dog? Yeah. You could be sitting there on YouTube, bringing in an audience on YouTube and growing on YouTube.
Yeah.
But no, you're stuck here because you have a sub button, because you're an affiliate. There is no benefit. Plus, as an affiliate, you have to wait for your payout, right?
Yeah.
So let's say you get 5 subs, and then 5 subs at $2.50. You don't reach that threshold. Let's say you don't make any biddies. You don't reach that threshold. So that's money sitting there until you finally reach that threshold. But your content is stale because it's stuck in one spot.
Yep.
I don't see a point. I don't want to deter anybody, but think about it. And it's your channel, your prerogative, your choice. Mm-hmm. Just think about, why do you want to be an affiliate? What is the main reason for it? Is it to have that beautiful sub button? If that's the reason why, then go for it, if that's up to you. Yeah. But there are other ways to monetize your content without a sub button. And there are people who would prefer that you get most of their money.
Yeah.
I also have a PayPal subscription service. So anybody on my website or on Twitch or wherever I am, they can subscribe to me directly through PayPal.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where mine is. I don't know if it's on. Yeah, because if you hit the donate button on the front of this page here, it goes to my PayPal.
Yeah.
So.
And I have it on my website. I have it on everything. If I have it on my YouTube, and PayPal gives you the ability to embed, so you can create it the way you want it, and then embed that shit on wherever you want it.
Mm-hmm. And not only that, if you donate to, I don't know about Patreon, but I know if you donate to PayPal, I believe that they can get actually a receipt that they can take off as a donation. I don't know how much, but
I don't know if they have that on Patreon. I'd have to look into that. But I don't want to tell you not to do it. I just want you to think about why.
Yeah.
Think about what else you're doing. Right. Think about, are you going to want to stream anywhere else? Are you doing this just to make money? And if you are, I will tell you, you're going to be in for a rude awakening.
Yeah.
But
now if it's a progression, if it's a progression thing, or not a progression, an achievement, to unlock an achievement of your personal achievement, that's a different story.
Go for it. Yeah, exactly. But remember, you are stuck to that platform, and then you have to hit a threshold. So if you're not hitting that threshold, any subs that you do get, Twitch gets their money monthly, regardless if you make your threshold. That money just sits there. So it can take you a year to get that friggin' money. Yeah. But Twitch has got their money.
$100 is what you have to get in before you get your payout from Twitch.
I get
and that's a lot of money if you think about it. How many subs would you need to get that Twitch payout, and that's monthly. You have to hit that monthly.
I hit it about every 2 to 3 months. Just because I don't I'm not one that sits there. I really don't care because I work full time. So I mean, but it's nice to get that extra $100 every, but. And it's not saying that I don't want to do this full times, but but that's.
I agree with it. It's nice to have that income.
But yeah,
extra $100, like woohoo!
Once you do the Spotify stuff, that's when you'll really start making more money. I feel like you probably make more money on putting on this stuff on the Spotify and Anchor and whatnot.
Yes.
Yeah, Anchor. I mean, right now I need 50 listeners on Anchor in order to open up the sponsorship or whatever it is for them to start monetizing because basically once it's monetized on Anchor, anytime anybody listens to it, I get a cut. So. Yeah. And the same thing with Spotify. Once it gets to the point to where I have enough listeners, I don't know how much it is because I've never actually gone this far with it. I've tried a podcast way back when, but I think I only put like 1 or 2 episodes up, and it just I got distracted and didn't finish it. Yeah. But this one here is easier because I can go to my Premiere Pro and just clip the audio out and just upload the audio. But yeah. So Anchor, yeah, if you do things like that, like podcasts and stuff, Yep.
And you utilize your stream to get viewers on or listeners for your podcast. And there's numerous ways to monetize your content. You don't need Twitch to monetize your content.
No.
I said, there's Streamloots. Yeah. There's Dixper. There's Ko-Fi. There's Patreon. And Streamloots, it's free. It's super easy to set up. And it's very interactive. Like you can have some crazy stuff. And Streamloots has auctions now.
Really?
So, yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I recommend looking into it. I mean, I am a partner on Streamloots. I don't get a kickback if I tell you about it. I mean, if I gave you my referral link, I would. But I'm not doing that to get a referral to make any money. I'm telling you as a creator, there are other ways to monetize your content. Don't stifle yourself to just one section. I don't know. If I was able to go to YouTube, to be honest with you, if I was able to leave Mixer and go to YouTube and monetize the way I wanted to be on YouTube, I would have never came to Twitch.
Yeah.
And I don't like being stuck.
And see, the nice
thing, you're going to be able to make a lot more for one, and then two, they don't really have any tie
30%. YouTube takes 30%, and everything is built in. So you get a donation, and I know people love seeing their name in lights. So what happens is, for example, I watch the Merkins, and anytime anybody tips, it's not a donation unless you're a charity. Anytime someone tips you, it shows it in a big bright color in chat, and you get recognition, and then it stays underneath the channel for X amount of time, and you get that recognition as a tipper. And YouTube takes 30% compared to the 50% that this one takes.
And that's another thing.
Other platforms.
That's another thing too. It's like, because I tell people all the time, it's like, oh, thanks for the donation over here on Twitch. It's like I always got to correct them. It's like it's not a donation over here, and you got to be careful about using the word donation.
You're not a charity
because
unless you're registered as a charity.
Because if you use the word, because everybody said, everybody does it. It's just like they don't say, thanks for tipping the stream. They say thank you for the donation. And it's like, if I go into somebody's that I know's channel, it's just like, you might want to change that to tip because
you have to claim it.
Yeah.
I know here in Canada, your tips is income.
Yeah.
Unless, again, you are a charity and you are a registered charity, a non-for-profit charity, you can say it's a donation. Stack Up can say it's a donation.
Yep.
You cannot unless you're a registered charity and it's earned income. You've got to claim your tips. Even waitresses and bartenders and anyone who gets a tip has to claim their tips here in this country because it's income.
Same way
Government wants their money regardless. They want to know how much you're making and they want their cut.
Yeah, so it's like, that's one thing it's like, and not only that, they can, the person that's doing it can also sit there and ask, well, I need a receipt for that. And it's like, well, it's not really, it's not a donation,
legally.
but you just said it was a donation. So you're running yourself into a whole lot of back and forth backlash, I think, if you just keep calling it a donation. But now, like she said, if you're donating, because I know Patreons are classified as donations, right?
No,
I mean,
you actually have a tax form and shit. So unless you're a registered charity, they're not donations.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the way they portray themselves to be, as you're donating to them.
YouTube says donations. Twitch has donations,
Yeah.
but it's not a donation.
No. But yeah.
Unless you're donating it all to charity.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. Let's say you're working with your local animal shelter.
Yeah.
And you're like, every tip that you give me, I'm going to donate this to this charity. I have a buddy by the name of A Serial Killer. He doesn't stream for a living. He works for a living. And every sub and biddy that he creates in that month, he gives it to a charity and he gets his tax receipt and he donates it in the name of, right? So
yeah.
That's what one of the guys from Stack Up does. SEAL Team Sib, all of his is charity. He sends everything to a charity, and he even has on his page what charities he's donated to, how much was donated to him during that month, and then he's like, "All right, well, this is what this month is." He doesn't take any credit from it because I think he's still I'm not sure, but I think he's still active military right now.
Yeah. And if you can do that, that's awesome. If you don't have to survive off of your content creator money and you can just donate it, that's a great friggin' thing. Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong with that. I think it's awesome if you can do that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But well, do you have any?
Where do you get your masks from? I have to ask.
What was that?
Where do you get your masks from?
These guys here, the Universal Monsters Trick or Treat Studios. Mm-hmm. That mask, I don't remember. It's over 20 years old, so I don't remember where I got it from. This guy
one might be an actual. That's an actual Will Shatner mask, then possibly.
Yes, it's the 1978 mask.
Oh wow!
Halloween. This guy is the Ghostface mask from the Merkins. They did a video called "Call Me Sydney." Mm-hmm. And they had a fundraiser event for one of their community members needed emergency money, so they started raffling off items from their music videos. And Matt, who does Freddie on there, wore this in Call Me Sydney. I won it with my donation, and it was donated, but technically it's a tip. Yeah. But for somebody who needed money, that's the Trapper mask. That is an official license from Dead by Daylight.
Oh wow!
And my Jason masks are made by people, and they're signed by Jason's. And then these other masks that are over here, these are Living Dead Doll exclusive masks from their Living Dead Doll Halloween costume.
One you're pointing at right now, well, at least when you were just saying it, it looked like a Slipknot mask for a second. From looks like one of Corey Taylor's masks. I actually had one years ago.
I have one of his masks,
and it got tore up, and I was really mad about it because yeah. And then
I've got masks all over the place. Like I've got this one that I wear. I actually make content in these.
Yeah.
You know those duck face pictures that girls take and they say, I might delete, I feel cute, I might delete later.
I've seen that.
I make it with this kind of shit. I feeling cute, I might delete later.
No. I know, I seen yours come up today. I think you did one today or yesterday or something like that.
It was the other day that I did it, yeah.
And I looked at it and it's like, really? I clicked on it and it's like, oh my gosh, it's like, that's so cool.
I want to get a Freddy versus Jason mask because the Jason mask in that one is my favorite design.
The hard mask to get. Well, you can get them made. You want quality mask that's going to hold up and last because there is care that you do to your masks. Like I have a lot of masks. These are just the ones that you get to see. So there is care in coming. Like I take really good care of that one. That's over 20 years old. I don't even remember where I got it. I was in New York when I got it. And it's from the first Halloween.
Wow.
But so it's an actual movie prop mask?
It's not I wish it was an actual prop mask. But it's not. But I still take care of it and it looks good. I mean, it's dirty, it's been around, it's been used as a Halloween costume. But I take care of it. I take care of all my masks so their hair doesn't fall out. You got to remember they're latex for some of them. They're latex, right? And latex does break down. So you want to take care of them as best as you want because they're not cheap masks.
No.
These guys are licensed. I also have Creature from the Black Lagoon, which is directly behind me. You can't see them. These are licensed masks. They're not cheap. So you want to take care of them.
Yeah.
No, I definitely want to get, like I said, the Jason one, and I want to get Freddy's Claws, which I see you have over there.
Yeah, I've got this guy.
So
and they're metal.
Those are definitely, and I want to get good ones. But I mean, to put up in my stream, I mean, if they're there, they're there because they're going to be out in my office space. But I'm also going to drop on green screen for a majority of it because I'm currently going through and like getting it set up. Like I'm getting an AC put out there next week. I'm painting it right now.
Oh, nice.
Some soundproofing out there. That way, it's all gonna be good. It's got good lighting out there, but I'm gonna have that one key light to have P on me. And I know that's one of the things that's really messing with my stream right now is I don't have a key light, and I stream in like in the dark and stuff like that because that's usually the best time for me to stream is around this time ish.
I can tell you right now, if
it's not bad.
No,
I mean, it's not bad at all. I see your face. You don't have any strange shadows that are making it all weird because shadows are a bitch.
That's the reason why.
I have a shadow right here. It's this side, I think. I have a shadow here, so there's a little like weirdness there, but I can't fix it. Unfortunately, it's the way my room is and the way my light setup is. But I am aware of it. It sucks. I fucking hate shadows.
That's the reason why.
Like, it looks good right now because I have two 27-inch monitors right here, so it's all bright on me because I have the one. Yeah. It's got just a light gray. That way it gives me a little bit of ambience. Like if I were to change it to something else, like, no, that doesn't help because my background's bright. So never mind. It doesn't do me any good. But if I had this other screen off, I'd be dark as can be. And
yeah.
Well, I just went to Walmart, because I've got those little cheap ring lights that, what, I guess they're not cheap. They're like $30, but I got one here above me and one on the right side, and I just figured out my monitor. I had to turn down my monitor because I was like pale white, and I couldn't figure out why. And it's like, oh, my monitor is too bright. But yeah, no, yeah, lighting sucks. Lighting. Yeah, lighting sucks. That's the reason. Audio. That's the reason why I don't use green screen anymore.
You know what? I like green screens, but then I also really don't like green screens. Yeah. I like them for certain games, like if you're playing a side scroller. And it's kind of cool because you get to see the whole game.
Yeah.
But I like seeing maybe it's creeper in me, but I like seeing inside someone's house. It feels a little more personable when I can see their background.
No, one trick I saw with green screens is get a projector screen, shoot a green LED onto it. It puts out better effects than a green screen. A guy did a study on it, and he was able to get better effects out of a white screen that had green shot onto it because, like, you didn't get that particle effect like with it in hair with a green screen. Like sometimes you see that little pixelation going into your green screen. When they did it with the projector screen, they didn't have that at all. It looked perfect.
Well, not only that, because with the projector screen, you've already got the forward light going, so that kind of takes care of all the shadows and stuff coming through the forward. So that makes sense.
Yeah, interesting.
So
that's
I would
I'm looking to doing.
I would still have issues with it because me and green screens just don't get along.
Yeah, I don't. I have always had an issue. I had 3-point lighting set up, and I still had friggin' issues. And then my cats would attack it. It was just a headache.
Yeah, because if one moves, moves just right, or if like the light changes in your room for some reason, the door opens, or the curtains blow from the air conditioner, you get the green pixelation in the back and the green aura around you.
No, I mean, I'm possibly going to do that route only because my wife wants me to set up. We want to have the shop. I'm going to have a projector so we can watch movies out there too. Because it's going to be a multifunctional area instead of like, it's just my work and streaming area. I'm going to have a projector out there. I'm going to have like one or two of those love seats or whatever the hell they're called, like those big adult-sized beanbags.
Oh yeah,
nice.
I'm going to have a couple of those out there for my kids, and then me and her can sit there. And then I've already got a couple of pieces of audio out there. I've got it's an old kicker setup where we're able to dock an iPod onto it. I kept that, and it's got two big speakers on it and a subwoofer built onto it. So I'm going to have that so I can run it to my projector screen to actually have audio out there. So I don't have to buy anything except the projector, which I can get for like $200, and a projector screen, which I can get for another like $100 or $200. And I'll probably get both of those on eBay for cheap.
Yeah. And if your garage has a ceiling, instead of having a regular green screen, if you're going the green screen route, you can actually have it to your ceiling. So you know how the old shades, you pull them down and then it zips it back up. There's a guy that does an instructable on that, on how to create it, or if you have one, how to set it up.
Yeah,
I think that's really cool.
I found one of the Elgato MT ones that are the actual mountable ones. A guy has it for sale in a local area. He only wanted like $60 for it, and I'm like, I might just go with the regular white pull-down projector screen instead, just because it'll be multifunctional.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have it right, that's less money that you're spending. Saves you a little bit, and don't forget to write off your games.
Yep. Yeah, everything. Anything that you could possibly write.
Everything.
Because
everything I'm doing in my shop, I'm writing off.
Because
everything, your games, all of it. all of it. Your sub giveaways, marketing, all of that shit.
You know, when I first started this, my wife sit there because, you know, with my job, I get a pretty decent Christmas bonus at the end of the year because it's basically a profit sharing bonus. And so once everything else is taken care of, I usually buy my Christmas presents, and so that's where I got my Go XLR, my, you know, Stream Deck, and my. I bought a PC, a new pre-built PC every year, not the expensive ones, just something to get me by because I'm not a gamer, you know. So, you know, I'm not a hardcore gamer, so I don't need something that's like really, really tough and strong. But anyways, she sit there and she goes, "Oh, that's a lot of money you spend." I go, "But yeah, but I get it all back." You know, because you just got to learn how to put it on there and how to file your taxes with it. I mean, you have, I think here in the States, you have 160 square foot that you can claim in your house as an office space that you can take off. You can even use gas receipts, because if you go to the stores or if you're doing, you know, I use everything as advertisement. I use my subs that I sub other streamers as advertised revenue. Because basically, I mean, even though you're helping the streamer out, I mean, I don't expect anything in return, but you can still use that as a form of advertising.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's just little nicks and tricks that you can use to get
Someone works on art for you.
Yeah.
You pay them.
Yeah.
Get a receipt.
Yeah.
Your artwork is a credit.
Yeah. You know, it's just like, you know, anytime, you know, like I said, I don't have a lot of flashy things, but, you know, it's just like the remodel in the room, even though I didn't pay full price for this cedar, I still charged my company, you know, Rebel Dog Gaming, I still charged them full price for the cedar, and then I took that off on my taxes, you know. So, because, you know, I mean, you're good for at least 3 years before, you know, if you start doing stuff for 3 years here in the States, I think it's 3 years you can claim a loss before they start looking into your financials a little, you know. But
yeah, I always suggest getting a CPA. Get yourself an accountant who understands everything, because they also have legal loopholes.
Yep.
And they'll know it.
Yeah.
I mean, I do my own taxes, but this year for 2021 and 2022, I will be hiring a CPA, because there are numerous things a CPA will know.
Yeah.
That legal, and I say legal, loopholes, because they're all loopholes that aren't legal, and I'm not messing with that shit.
Yeah. But
no, I'm definitely gonna be writing off my computer this year, because I went a little bit all out with it. I went like what was it, an Intel i7 107K, an Asus ROG Hero Maximus 13. That was already $1,000 right there. And I got new RAM, and I got a Lee & Lee case, because Lee & Lee's just where it's
keep
at.
all
like,
the receipts.
Yep.
Oh yeah, no, I have it all saved because I got it through Newegg, so I have the receipts saved there. So, and I have it on my email. I keep all that stuff put away. My wife's like, "Well, why you gotta upgrade this?" And I was like, "Because the last time I upgraded my computer, it was 5 years ago." So, well, it's still good. I was like, "You don't understand, woman."
Yep.
No, toys and toys and toys. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I do this for the fun of it. It's a challenge. It keeps me focused. That's the reason why I do it. You know, and I get to meet people. You know, it's like I said, I met ReAnimateHer, 2 years ago on Mixer. I know I popped in and out. I really didn't get to start interacting with her until here recently, but in the last year or so. But you know,
you're doing you're doing what you're liking to do right now with media, as opposed to like slaving away at a game. You're actually doing what you want to do. And I'm not saying like people are slaving away when they play games, but you're enjoying this more than when you were playing a game to stream. I'm not saying you don't play games to stream, or you're not enjoying it when you're playing, but I know you're enjoying this a lot more.
And I believe that's the key. You know, that's just the key with anything in life, basically. Yeah. But here, because if you're not enjoying what you're doing, and you're sitting there mopey on the screen because, you know, because you don't realize, it's just like, you know, when you're sitting there playing to, you know, you're streaming 3 hours to maybe 1 or 2, 10 viewers or 0 viewers. You should never, one thing is you should never have 0 viewers, because you pull up a stream, you have 1. You pull up that one stream or that one chat or that one viewer, and it puts you above the 50 or 60 in your category that don't understand to pull up their stream. And of the 0. So as long as you got that 1 going, you always have something going. But another thing that I quit doing, I had a big for the first full year. That's what got me the most depressed to where I almost quit doing it. Was I kept watching that view count. Freaking shut it off.
Turn it off.
If you can't shut it off,
there's no need to see it during a stream.
Yeah, because it'll reflect in you. Anything you do that's going to, if you're not focused on trying to make your stream the best as what it is. I mean, it's just like it's any job. You go into it with the focus of this is a job that you want to do, that you like doing. It will portray itself, because one thing is that most of your views do not come when you're live. Most of your views comes when after the VOD gets placed on your front page.
No, I've definitely had a lot of my, like, I do a live stream. And I used to do that too, like you said. For the first year or so, I would just stare at that counter, like, "Oh, I shouldn't talk right now. There's no one here. Oh, there's no one here." And then
you never know who's watching.
You don't realize that during that 30 seconds where you saw 0, 2 people came in and left because you weren't talking.
And not only that, with Twitch on the Chrome extension, what is it? The Franken thing, BBT, Better TV or whatever.
There's the BTT and then Franken face.
You can opt out in your settings to go into somebody's chat unrecognized.
Yep, lurk mode.
Yeah, so you can I don't if there's there could be because I was always wondering about that. It's because if you go to your stream analytics and it sits there and it shows it's just like my very first video or my very first stream that we did for the mixer thing. There was 120 actual views or viewers that came through, but I only had an average of, I think, 10. It's just
their averages, their views are weird.
It's okay, so because I was sitting there, I checked the view count just to see, to make sure I wasn't missing anybody, and I wanted to see how it was actually doing, and I was watching the views while I was talking, and it's just there ain't no way I had that many views coming through, so I don't know if it was just a pass-through. Well, if you go to your Twitch page, your streamer dashboard, and you look at your stream analytics, that is a good thing. I mean, it's not as detailed as Facebook's, but
still better than most.
Yeah,
Mixer barely had any.
Oh yeah, you couldn't even tell. You didn't know until you got your stream report or whatever. What went on?
And you still didn't get a good breakdown. Twitch at least breaks everything down for you. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. See, I mean, it's just it tells you where your channels come from. It actually tells you. I figured it out because I had to look at it, because it will actually tell you where the person searched in the channel. Say, because the very first episode, I had people coming in from Shroud's channel. I had Shroud's name up on my channel analytics, and I'm sitting there going, "What?" And so I had to research that, and I found out that they were in Shroud's channel and used the search bar to type my name in there to go to my channel from his, watching his channel. And I'm like, okay. I'll go, that makes sense. But it was pretty cool seeing somebody coming in from Shroud's channel.
Yep, you can see where most of your viewers come from, who you share the most views with.
Yeah.
Twitch's analytics are really good.
Yeah. Yeah, once you utilize them, like I said, a lot of people don't utilize them. They just sit there and think, they look at the overall views, and that's it. They don't look at the rest of the data.
Look at everything. And going back to affiliate button for emotes, you can use a program. It's a third-party site called BTTV.
Yes.
You can upload your very own emotes for your peeps to use without having a sub button.
Yep.
Well, I've got to go. Kids are coming upstairs to go to bed. We're gonna go watch the Chiefs do their summer training tomorrow.
Oh yeah! Oh my goodness gracious! It's
I just realized that.
Yeah, and my wife's gonna buy me some Peyton Manning. Wow, Patrick Mahomes shoes. So that'd be cool. But it's been fun. I've learned a lot. I appreciate you guys taking the time.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe I can jump on here again.
Yeah.
At some point in the future. I mean, minimum
Sure.
I'll be in the chat for sure.
Yeah. Like I said, I know I'm not doing a six episode run a month anymore. That's killing me.
Yeah.
Just because, that's why I put in the Twitter this morning. It's like, I need a social media manager.
Oh God, I know. I wish. Yeah, Better TV. It's if you Google BTTV, just Google BTTV, it should pop up for you, or BTTV Twitch, it should pop up for you. I don't remember the whole name, but it's an extension that gets put onto Firefox or Chrome, and it also gives you a host button at the bottom of your video on Twitch if you have that installed. Instead of going to your channel, typing in / blah 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 and doing it, you go right to that person's stream. It gives you a host button. Boom.
Here you go. Here's the.
There you go.
There you go.
There. Get your own emotes. You can upload them. You can use emotes from there. I use someone's emotes from there, and they actually come into my stream.
Yeah, I started doing that. I've got a few up there, but I just haven't. I don't utilize it because I don't know. I know I need to start doing that. I need to really focus. My biggest problem is focusing. And it's just now that I've got 2 channels, I run 2 Twitter accounts, 2 Instagram accounts, 2 TikTok accounts, and 2 Twitch accounts. But only 1 YouTube account. So everything, and it's that's one thing we were talking about earlier too. It's just like whenever you're doing all this content, YouTube, like you were talking about, YouTube, Spotify, Anchor, those are stuff that once you put it up there, you never have to worry about it again. Once you get it to where you want it on there, edited right and everything else, and put your keywords in and stuff like that, then it's self-sustained. It will take care of itself. So once the biggest thing is about getting your keywords in there. Finding your keywords. TubeBuddy's a good one, or you can just search Google without spending the $30 or $40 a month for TubeBuddy or whatever. You can just search for what keywords are being utilized the most right now in Google and Chrome or anything, any of the internet keywords, and you can just pick the ones that match you and then put those into your keywords when you're uploading your video. That way it hits the algorithm.
TubeBuddy isn't bad if you pay for it.
Yeah.
It teaches you how to do all that, and then when you understand it, stop paying for it. It's like a $5 a month. They have tiers, right?
Yeah.
But that's what I did for a little bit. Is I paid $5 a month to TubeBuddy or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah.
And I learned how to do the things that I needed to do via that. Now I don't even bother paying for it because I know exactly what I need to do.
Yeah, and another thing too is on when you go to your Twitch VODs, go in and edit them and put those exact same keywords into your Twitch VODs. Because the one thing is the title of your stream will not SEO and the title of your VODs will not SEO, but the keywords will search engine optimize and your highlights will search engine optimize. So that means make sure that your titles are short on your highlight reels or your highlight clips, not your clips, your highlights. That Google doesn't see your clips. For some reason, they only see the keywords in your VODs and they see your highlight, the title in your highlight. So make sure all of those are short and Google will pick it up sooner or later.
Yep. Hashtag the shit out of it.
Yeah. But people don't believe, people sit there and say hashtags are dead. No, you can go to Google and hashtag any hashtag.
Tell my Instagram and my TikTok hashtags are dead.
Yeah. Yeah, you hashtag anything in there. You take the hashtag, like a hashtag, and Google that hashtag. It'll bring up everything and everybody that has used that hashtag.
Yep.
What do you think K-pop, what was it, the K-pop generation? They sit there and used, what was it, back for I'm not bringing anything political up, but they were talking, there was a hashtag like Biden and Harris resignation or something like that. And K-pop took that hashtag and it went from like maybe 10,000 views to over 300,000 views in 24 hours because they took that hashtag and started putting that hashtag on their stuff.
Wow.
I can't remember exactly what it was, but
yeah,
it's just, so
hashtags work.
Yeah.
It's you got to learn how to use them. What's beneficial. A little tip before we do go about Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just utilize a hashtag because it has X amount of posts on it. go to your Instagram on a web page, go into the search bar, type in hashtag gaming console, right? Check a picture. When was the last time that hashtag was used? It could be a dead hashtag.
Oh, okay.
So you could be posting to a dead hashtag. You can have the whole friggin' thing but ain't nobody using that hashtag. So check the livelihood of that hashtag. That's something that most people don't know about unless you've actually taken any kind of class.
Yeah, and somebody also told me, I read too, that on Twitter, it's just like, don't use more than 3 @ or hashtags in your Twitter post, because after 3, it basically
doesn't do anything.
It ghosts your tweet.
Yeah, I keep it down to like 2 or 3. It really depends on what I'm doing. Sometimes I don't use any @ at all.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, because that's the reason why you see all these people with 30 freaking @ in there. Yeah, that tweet that they just spent all that time putting all those @ in is not going anywhere.
And it takes up characters.
Yeah.
You only get X amount of characters, right?
Yep. So yeah, that's why only on special things, it's like if I'm direct, with all the advertisement for this spot tonight, I made sure I added ReAnimateHer, and I added a couple of the other people like the Monster Squad and Stack Up, because I noticed if I tested this out too, because I noticed if I put more than 3 in there, nobody did anything with it. So I started only keeping it to just 3, and I've noticed
research is everything. And if you hashtag it, let's say you put an ad up on, I don't mean an ad, but let's just say you took a picture of this and put it up on Instagram, and you type in the hashtag of the people that you are going to have on your show, because they have a hashtag. I have a hashtag on there, ReAnimateHer, and so does Coffee Chat of Horrors have a hashtag on there as well.
Oh, okay.
So people look that up as well. You hashtag yourself to make it a thing. So when someone types into Instagram ReAnimateHer, or hashtag, if they type in ReAnimateHer in the search bar, they're going to see a hashtag, and they can click on that and see everything. And I get random people that that will buy stuff, and then they'll hashtag me, and I get to see their stuff that they bought of mine.
Oh, sweet. Oh, yeah. Another thing too on your VODs, I know it's a little bit extra time, but one thing I found out too, because I tested it out when I do the VODs, do a thumbnail on Twitch VODs. You have the ability to put a thumbnail on your Twitch VODs. Yeah. So just put a thumbnail on there, because what it does is it's just like YouTube. That's what makes people click on YouTube VODs, is because of the thumbnail.
I'd like to know how many people actually watch highlights, clips, and VODs and not bots.
I know.
I'd love to know that.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
It would be interesting, because you can see that, that a clip got like 30,000 views, or a VOD will have like 8,000. How many of those are bots, and how many of them are actual people viewing your VODs?
True.
I feel like on YouTube, it probably wouldn't be very high unless you're people like Shroud and stuff like that. People aren't going to.
Oh yeah, but YouTube, and YouTube is good. I know Twitch got a lot of bots.
Yeah, because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 bots in here right now, just in this channel.
Yep.
Did you
I would love to know a breakdown number of actual views on your VODs, and if it's worth it.
Yeah.
Compared to what bots are watching your VODs and what actual people are watching your VODs.
Yeah.
I'd love to know that. I don't think we'd ever will, but.
No.
Mm-hmm.
It would be nice.
Talking about VODs real quick before we go, it's just like, or not VODs, but bots. That bot Commander Root?
Yeah.
I banned him from my main channel, my Rebel Dog channel, because he's the one that goes through and deletes your viewers. He's got the website to where you can go on there. Actually, anybody can go onto his website, type in your handle, and sit there and delete fake viewers, or not viewers, but followers. So it sends his bot into your channel and sits there and goes through to make sure that people, the bot looks for, I think if it's actually got an actual email address attached to it, if it's got, how long, if they have any activity on their channel or whatever, certain things like that. But I banned him.
So, question on that. You banned him. Now, my question is, let's say someone jumps on there who's never been on Twitch before, but stumbled upon you because of whatever, you used Instagram, and they clicked on it and they came to your channel. They don't have an account, so there's nothing email. Is it removing that view?
I believe so.
How does it tell a view from a bot view? What is that?
I don't know. I just know I know when I deleted him off my because I mean I do a lot of giveaways, so through Player GG, so I get a lot of those accounts that follow me through there,
Yeah.
and some of them leave, some of them don't. But I think what happens if people just make an account just so that they can follow you on there, so they can have a chance to get entered in the giveaway, but they never use their account. So it's basically to Commander Root, it's a dead account. And so they remove that account, when they fish through there. See, he's not supposed to do it without your permission, but once he's in your chat.
I'm going to have to research this motherfucker.
Yeah, once he's in your chat.
Removing my bots that are giving me free views. What a dick.
But he doesn't do nothing for you. He doesn't give you a view. That's one thing is. And anyways, I banned him because I went through back when... Because, when Twitch did their clean out here a few months ago of all the fake view or all the follow bots, because I've got follow botted twice on my other channel.
Oh, wow.
And
I know Twitch has a thing for that.
Yeah, because I was up to there was one day, it was like a weekend. It was like on a Friday night after I ended the stream. I must have had just ended when the bot started and didn't realize it. Because by Saturday morning when I went back on, I increased like 500 followers. And by Sunday afternoon, I'd lost those 500 plus another 200 and some. So somewhere down the line when Twitch did their clean out. Yeah, because there was a one time I was almost sitting at over 3K. And I was like, where in the hell are all these people coming from? Because I wasn't running any contests at the time. And then me and one of my mods were in here. I was live, and my mod and I were playing a game and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, my freaking chat started rolling with, welcome, 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 welcome. I had 100. I had to close the stream down because I had 100 followers before I could shut my stream down.
Wow.
So I shut it down and restarted it, and they went away. And then by Sunday, those 100 followers were gone because Twitch did when they were doing their massive clean out there. But yeah,
How
no.
do you find out about this Commander Root? It's Commander Root?
Yeah, he's got a website. You can actually Google him, Commander Root.
I'm actually on the website, but it doesn't really tell you what he is about.
Yeah, he's. I mean, you remember what was it? It used to be one. I think it was Lurks on Mixer. You remember him? It's exactly what he is. He's just an analytic bot. He pulls data from everybody's streams. But somehow without permission, he gets access. They get, well, Lurks. You had to go to the team page and sign up for the team page for him to get into your channel. That's how Lurks works. Commander Root just kind of like appears out of nowhere automatically once you sign up for a Twitch account.
Yeah. Now I'd like to know more about this Commander Root. I'm really interested to figure out what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
You can see it. If you have like a bot account that you have to monitor, like if you have your own bot, like I made another account for Twitch and I use it as my bot account.
Yeah, I have a bot account.
So like if I see someone that I want to ban on there or whatever, I do it through that because I have it set up as a moderator.
Yeah.
That way I can see everything. Go to that account and see if you can see it that way.
Yeah, because I'm on his website, but it doesn't have an about. It doesn't tell you what it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything. And anytime you click on something, it wants you to log in.
Yeah. It wants your Twitch account so it can access it.
No, I don't want you to access it.
Ours says
I'd like to know more about what the fuck this is.
Yeah, I don't know, but it does not belong to Twitch. That has been, because Commander Root's been in, because I started Twitch 2.5 years ago.
He's a Twitch partner.
Yeah, he's a Twitch partner, but he has nothing to do with Twitch.
No.
And he's just he's an analytic bot like Lurks, was on, they would just pull data from everybody's stream and keep live analytics, to where it showed, because I think on his page it shows the same thing as Lurks did, just kind of like who's in the lead and who's running, with most games, most views. But anyways, when I banned him, I noticed that my stream started acting better too, because I was getting really bad lags in my stream. And every time I did, I looked over there and I seen him in my chat, as a viewer, as a chatter, or as one of the views that doesn't count. And so one day, I was watching a bunch of people and it said ban these bots, and it would just go through a list of bots to ban, and he was like at the top of the list, because they don't do any good for your channel. You know, because all they are fake. They're just sitting there doing nothing but collecting data. And they're data miners is basically what they are. And so I
oh shit, yeah.
so I
I
banned
just
him.
Googled that.
Yeah, so I banned.
Google that. He's like number 3.
Yeah. So I banned him, and it was about like 3 weeks later after I banned him, Chad, my mod, came in and he sits there and he goes, "Did you see that banned appeal?" He literally appealed his ban to get back in my channel. And Chad goes, "I denied it, by the way." I go, "I don't care." I said, "Yeah, yeah." There's a ton of them that don't like thick Thar or thick R or something like that. See, right now I've got 2020 Academy Impossible, Ice. I don't know. Ice Wizards might actually be a viewer, but I know 2020 is not. 2020 is a bot, and I have no idea where that came from. But
yeah, no, I like to get rid of some shit. I mean, especially if it's not doing anything beneficial for me. Why am I going to want it in there?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know what this command or root is. I'm going to have to do some deep research.
Yeah, everybody used to tell me when I first started Twitch that it was a Twitch bot, and I'm like, you know, it's just like what was the one that's usually in there. I guess R has one last question. He sits there and he goes, "Do you guys have an Xbox Series?" Because he says he has a game called Operation Tango, and the code is only valid on Xbox. He plays on PC, so I basically,
nice.
I think he's
I
wanting to
have
give a
Xbox.
code.
Yeah, I have Xbox.
I think he's
I mean,
wanting
I
to.
have Xbox through my PC. I do the Ultimate Pass every now and then.
Yeah,
Oh, I have a Xbox One X.
but I think he's wanting to give away a code because I know he plays on just PC. Now you do know that. Well, I don't know because he's from the Philippines, so I'm not sure if Xbox PC version is available over there. But yeah, the bots are fucking crazy. The bots are nuts.
Yeah, and it basically, I just read that it says that the fact is, why are you in my chat? No special reason. I lurk in a few channels, but I don't write anything. I also don't watch the stream.
Yeah.
So why are you the fuck in there?
Because it got him partner. Because he stays live 24. He's one of those 24/7 channels.
Oh.
And so people go over there and follow him thinking it's going to help. You know, he gets all the new streamers going through there following him and staying on. And I think what it does is it helps his channel out. Because once he's connected to your channel, you go into his viewer list. Yeah, it's a scam. He's a scam.
Oh. Yeah, I'm reading more and more and more on this.
You give your friend the code or active on this way you can play with him. Fast.
Oh, very cool, R.
Use it as a giveaway, dude. Yeah, anything you get free, use as a giveaway.
Mm-hmm.
So when you know, say you have a free, you know, put in your channel thing, your title that you have a, you know, you have a free
Free code for X game.
Yeah. To give away like for your 50 viewers or 50, you know. You know, it's just like what I'm trying to do with this channel. It's just like if Friday night when we're live, if we hit 50 followers Friday night before we, you know, during the stream, then I'm going to give some Techni swag away. And then if we hit 100 followers Friday night, then I'm going to give a $50 cash prize.
Nice.
But that's the only time. I learned the hard. That's another thing real quick. Don't do giveaways unless I used to be the giveaway man. You will get so many. I mean, you'll get people coming into your channel, but only long enough to wait for the giveaway. And then you won't see them again until the next giveaway.
Yeah.
I mean, do them sporadically. Don't do them all the time.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I got to get going. Got to get the kids in bed and myself in bed because we got to get up at like 5 in the morning.
It was nice to meet you.
Yes.
Oh, you as well.
Thank you, sir, for coming in.
See ya all around. Oh, yeah, for sure. Y'all take care.
You too, man.
Yes. Good luck in your streaming career.
Thanks. Bye.
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 Yeah, those bots, man. They're None of it belonged. Even the one that sits there, and I think there's one that says Twitch TTV or something like that. That's not even, none of them belong to Twitch. There are no, Twitch has no, because their analytic bots don't show up, so they just run in the background and on the servers and pull the information off the servers. They don't run in your channel. Yeah, any bot that from what I've understand, any bot that comes through there that you don't authorize to be in your channel is a waste.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
think it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it doesn't help. It doesn't. Yeah, like I said, all it does is benefit. Like Commander Root, he's a partner now because he probably pulled enough people through that kept him. What I think there was one time I went onto his channel and I think he had like 400, 500 people viewing him. Is like, so is these actually people that have a tab pulled up on him, or is these actually from him pulling information from your channel?
Yeah, but why is he wanting to pull information?
Yeah,
that's my question. For what? What reason?
Yeah, that's just like you said. There's nothing on his website other than the fact that he's there, doesn't do nothing, and
like, what's the purpose of it?
Yeah,
like, what's the purpose of having this thought? Why did you even create it?
Because I mean, like I said, it's just like, because Twitch Tracker, I know they pull stuff from the Twitch servers. They don't pull it from your channel. They pull it from the Twitch servers. Sully Gnome pulls it from the Twitch servers. They don't go into your channel. What's the other one? Social Blade. They pull it off the Twitch servers.
Yeah, Social Blade. I've used Social Blade.
Yeah, Twitch Tracker. I use Twitch Tracker a lot. It's pretty good, but it's a little slow in updating sometimes. But yeah, or just use it as a giveaway, man. Yeah, like if you hit 50 followers, say if you hit 50 followers, say you got a game code to give away.
Yep.
People love free shit. Trust me. Yeah, those bots are crazy. And it seems like there's more and more. It's just, I find different ones all the time. It's like, so let's see.
Interesting. Yeah, I need to figure out that shit.
Let's see who's actually in my channel, my Rebel Dog channel. See, I have one in my Rebel Dog channel called Big Business Daddy. Business Daddy. Like
Business Daddy.
Yeah. I mean, I have one in there. Let's see, I have Stream Elements, which is a stream bot.
Yeah.
Rainmaker is that promotional thing that came out right before Mixer closed down. That was supposed to help you with promoting or with helping streamers earn income and stuff like that. Which basically all it is right now. It's active finally, but it's a joke.
Yeah.
Sound alerts, that's the Twitch sound alert extension or whatever, but yeah, it's the bots are bots are useless unless you authorize them to do something in your channel, like run commands or
no I just took a look at mine and it's not in there.
Yeah, I haven't. I tell you the honest to God truth, I'm surprised because usually, since this is a new channel and I have not banned anybody from this channel, he hasn't showed up in here at all.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I got a thing in here called Martin Scorsese. Okay.
But see, that's one thing. Is like, because if you click on them, it even shows, like they've been. It's just like this. I have one. He's not a follower. Monkey Van Mowerton.
Monkey Van Mowerton is my buddy.
Is it? Okay. I was like, I was wondering because it's like he popped in and then he pops in and out. So it's like I figured it was
probably
somebody
on mobile.
Yeah. But this Academy of Possible. See, he's an affiliate. He's only been, his account age is 8 months. According to this, he's only been watching my stream for 56 minutes, which I know he's been in here since I've fired up the stream.
Yeah. Funny, eh?
Ice Wizards, is that one of yours?
No?
Yeah, he's 8 months and 15 days is how old his account is. He's been, yeah,
Weird.
yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, because it says right now it's on my Mix It Up. It says I have nine people with only 5 viewers. It's like, well, I mean, I'm happy with 5 years. Like I said,
Exactly. If you have 5 people in your house, it's a party.
I mean, my whole thing is like I do this for content for the YouTube and for the podcast version. I like being able to see people, when I'm talking to them instead of just talking to them on over the microphone without actually seeing who they are.
Yeah.
But, yeah, do a giveaway. Yeah, 50 follow. If you're gonna do that, set you up a milestone. So if you want to do one because 50 followers on Twitch is a big milestone unless you have like the biggest support ever behind you. And then do your next one at 100. Because those are your two magic numbers. And then once you get past 100, it usually people start finding you a lot easier.
Yeah, and I would if you have a bot, I would also do it to people who actually come in and watch your stream. Anybody and everybody will join just to get free shit. Right? If you want to reward your loyal people that are coming in there, maybe they don't come in on a regular basis, but they come in every now and again. You want to reward those people. So you can have a thing where you can set it up through your bot. And if you have a PC, don't Mix It Up bot or Firebot, create a currency.
Yep.
People earn that currency by watching your stream. So say I'm going to be doing a giveaway when I hit X amount of people, and the giveaway is going to go on for the month of September. So if I hit this, I hit 50 followers, and the entire month of September, this giveaway is going to happen. We're going to do the giveaway at the end of September. And you have them use their currency that they've earned by watching your stream.
Yep.
So if you only have 2 people coming into your stream on a regular basis, and then you say, I'm doing a giveaway, and you have 20 people in your stream, they're there. Those other people, 18 people are there for free shit.
Yep.
You want to be able to give back to those that actually support you. So I would say I'm going to do a giveaway starting from September 1st to whatever day you want. If I hit 50 followers, 25 followers, whatever goal you want to utilize, and people earn them. And this is why you don't need channel points, because you have bots that can do this for you. You create a currency. Your bot can do 5 different currencies or whatever you really want them to do. It can do a ton of different currencies. And you can do some that they can get while they're offline if they watch your VODs, online. Like, there's numerous ways to do this stuff, and that your people that actually support you benefit without having all that other stuff. So think of it that way as well when you're setting things up. Do a goal, and then say, we're going to run it for this long. Anybody who watches my stream and we hit this, you get currency, you buy your tickets, and it's not hard to use the currency to get into a giveaway.
No,
because the bot will do it for you. All you got to do is set it up.
Yeah, like I said, that's what I learned from when I was on Mixer. It's like, because I did giveaways, I did $25. I would just kind of put it, and don't put it in your title.
Don't put it in your title.
You can put your command like ! giveaway in your title.
I mean, unless you just want to get a whole bunch of viewers that will leave the minute the giveaway is over.
Because that's what I used to do. Is it's like, I'd wait till I got like 10 or 15 in my channel, and then I would run the giveaway, and it, people would still come in afterwards. It's like, oh, when's the giveaway? It's like, oh, it's already happened, dude. It's like, you got to beat it. So now if I ever do a giveaway, it's like I said, the one we're doing Friday night, if, it's an if we hit 50 followers, I'll give a couple of followers that are live in the channel at that time to collect. I will give them, probably a Techni hat and a Techni shirt, and if we hit 50, then I'll give away one $50 cash prize, but they have to be there to collect.
Yeah, and you can do all sorts of things. If you make yourself a Patreon page and that's where you want to get your subs, you can do all sorts of shit. Like, if I hit 50 subs, I'll do whatever. Let's just say hot sauce, right? I'll do a shot of hot sauce. Don't do that, but I'm using this as an example. then you're able to have a goal that people want. I find my friends love to see me suffer in a fun way. So they'll definitely make me eat like something gross, right?
Yep. Yeah, don't do anything that's gonna, if you're not used to doing it, because there's so many people out there that do, like, what is it, the hot pepper challenge,
Yeah. Right, monkey.
or if they do, if they, oh, what's the other, oh, those stupid those jelly bean things, oh, bamboozle.
Those things are gross, but I'm thinking about bringing it back.
I haven't tried one yet. I might do it maybe if this after Friday night, if everything goes right, there might be a weekly show, so on Friday nights, so that might be something we do.
Nice.
But it's like when it was announced in stream, the way people watch the regular.
I am gonna have to get going.
Yeah,
myself.
I am so sorry.
No, it's all good. It's lucky I didn't have much to do this evening, so I was able to sit here a bit longer and hang out.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Yeah, it's just like I looked at the time earlier, and it was like 45 minutes in, and I'm like, okay, we're going good. And it's like the next thing you know, it's like, oh crap, and I look down, it's like, oh, okay.
Well, yeah, once you get talking and people get meshing, it's time flies.
Yeah, because I try to keep everything under 2 hours because it's easier, one, for me to edit, and two,
for sure.
It just seems like anything after that, people lose interest in it. But because the mixer one was like 5.5 hours.
Yeah,
but I had 3 guests
coffee
on.
Chat is 2 hours. When I'm doing an interview, 2 hours. The 2.5, depending on who we're interviewing, because there's usually lots of questions.
Yeah.
Whatnot, right? So you always judge by you, right? What you want to do, how long you want it.
Yeah, and like I said, most of these are just test runs for me right now. So like I said, what I've learned tonight is like I know I need to start being more structured with what I do, especially like these tips and stuff like that. So, that way I
would do something like, each content creator that you have on, have them have like a 5 tips that you would give somebody. So you have a kind of structure of what you're going to do, right? Mm-hmm. So, you have someone come on, can you list 5 tips and talk about that so we stay on track?
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, that's one thing. Like I said, it's still a learning. I'm still learning.
Of course, everything you do, even though it's always a learning. And I always tell people, even if it was a mistake, it's a learning experience. Doesn't matter if it was a mistake, you learn from it, right?
Yeah. Hey, I'm not complaining. I got to spend some time with you, so.
Yeah, exactly. I enjoy this.
Yeah.
It's fun.
And like I said, like I told the one Sunday night, it's just like, I'm glad that the first guests that I've had on there is people that I've known. It's made it easier. I feel more comfortable. So now I'm starting to reach out to more people, and I'm starting to get to the point now to just like, I can put this out there. If they say no, they say no. It's
right.
All it was
going to happen.
All it was the 10 minutes that I did to write the email.
Yeah.
So
the rejection sucks, but you know what? You learn from the rejection.
Yeah. So it's just like, I've got a couple of like big names out there that I've sent stuff to just to, see, just to see if that happens. You never know, because I
never know.
I picked a couple of people that's kind of did the same thing. They were, told that they were never going to succeed in the beginning when they started. So it's just like, those are the ones I kind of hit first to see, it's like, well, this is a new person trying to do what they want to do. So maybe you never know. You might see a Grammy-winning artist on here soon, maybe. No, just joking. That'd be nice, but I usually take a break for not PC and such. Oh, I took a break from 11 to 2. That's usually a break. Yeah, because like I said, I think this is like it's his Wednesday morning. Because he's like, I think it's already daylight there. Because he always comes in right when he gets up, usually, and that's usually about the time I'm getting offline. So, but ReAnimateHer, I appreciate you. I love that shirt, though. Is that part of your merch?
Thank you. It's one of my favorite. ReAnimateHer.
Is that part of your merch?
No, this is actual movie. This is a licensed T-shirt.
Okay, I see now.
Because the movie is called ReAnimateHer, hence how I have my name.
Yeah. See, and that's one thing too. I keep saying in the back of my name, I want to know what everybody's names come from. So I think I'll do an episode on that one of these days when I get a bunch of people in here. It's just like, tell me what your name means.
Yeah, exactly.
I know there's stories behind them. So, but I'll let you go get what you need done. Like I said, I appreciate you. Thank you very much for doing this again.
Of course. Thank you for having me. It's always a good time to get to hang out with people and just chit chat. So thank you. And thank you, everyone who hung out and watched or lurked or did what you did. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate it too. Lurkers are the best, you know.
Yep.
But yeah, like I said, that'll give me a little time to get off of here and I can finish I can edit it and get everything up online. Like I said, also, everything is on the website, which is doghouselive.com. You know, like I said, anywhere on socials, I've got it just like my name. If you put Doghouse Live in, actually, if you Google Doghouse Live, you'll see everything that's there. I think Google has actually started picking everything up. So as long as you type that in Google, it picks it up. So, but if you go to doghouselive.com, that is the website for here. It's got bios from people that have submitted them. So I mean, if you want to submit a bio for me, I can put like a little bio, because I try to do that like for my first guests or whatever.
Nice.
But it tells you what we got coming on next. This Friday night, it is an 18. This Friday night is definitely going to be an 18 over stream. So, because there's going to be drinking and I'm sure a bunch of other stuff, because we've got some, we've got content creator Kamikaze Zombie. She is awesome. I don't tell you the truth, she's one of those that just, we started talking on Twitter, just boom, and I asked her and she goes, oh yeah, I'll do it. So it's like, so she's going to be
awesome.
She's going to be one of the women creators episodes. And I have, in September, I don't have anything. I'm not going to do any more scheduling for this month, but for September, I'd love to have you back on for the part of that episode too.
I'd love to be back.
That way.
Yeah, I'm very honored that you asked me to be back here second time.
You can come back anytime you want. If you feel that you just want to come on, just ask me for the code and I'll send you the code.
Sounds good.
Actually, I'm going to try to keep this code as much as possible. But yeah, just DM me anytime you want to come on. And like, if you have something special you want to promote or whatever, I'm all good for that. So
awesome. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
But yeah, so like I said, Friday night's Kamikaze Zombie. She's going to be the creator showcase for the special edition. Saturday at 3 p.m. Central, we are going to have developer spotlight. GG's TV. It used to be called Greasy Gamers. It's kind of like a Twitter for just content creators and gamers. It is freaking awesome. It's a mixture of Twitter, Discord. It's an all-in-one place. You don't have to go anywhere else with this one here. So, and I was really impressed with it. So they're going to come on and talk about where they came from and some of the new things they've got going. And I need to pick a camera that I'm going to look at. I'm looking at 2 different cameras here.
Right.
That happens. But and then next Saturday at 3 o'clock, I have another developer from Make Echoes. He's that clipping service that I talked about that does the clips and puts them in a montage, and you can put commands or keys in to go to Twitter and to YouTube. So it's cool. I was actually.
I have a question for you.
Uh-huh.
You know how you have your 2 channels on Twitch?
Yeah.
What happens if you were to host this channel?
On my channel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not in your channel, but I was gonna say, why aren't you doing that?
Now the first one, because this is only the second live I've done on this channel. Now the last one, I just totally blew it off until like the last 15-20 minutes of it. But yeah, no, tonight I did. I remembered when we were talking while you guys were talking your stuff. I remembered to host, but I need to put it on one of like the auto host to pick it up when it goes live.
I gotcha.
But yeah, no, so hopefully, and like I said, it's streaming to Glimish and it's streaming to Trovo. I was wanting to test those 2 platforms just to kind of see what I could get out of them, and I haven't got any traction out of those. But so the next ones I have the ability to stream anywhere I want, basically. So I'm gonna try to stream to YouTube next time. for Friday nights, just because that way I don't have to worry about editing the video. I can just, it's already there.
Right.
So that's one of the things too. I might go ahead and start doing that way. I don't have to edit it if I don't have to. But then if I do have to edit it, like edit something out of it, you know, I can unpublish it and edit it real quick and publish it back instead of downloading it off of Twitch and then uploading it to YouTube. So
Yep.
that way it's already on Twitch. It's already on, you know, because Glimish doesn't keep VODs. Trovo, I think, keeps VODs if you're, have your, what is it, your tier 2 or whatever, or tier 1, I think is when they start 11. Yeah, I'm not, I mean, Trovo's okay. It's one of those platforms that I don't think they're going to make it because they don't advertise. But.
And that could be it.
So, Glimish, I think, has a future as long as they start advertising. And I hope they do. I think they're waiting for their mobile app to come out. And supposedly the mobile app's supposed to be hitting here anytime soon. So I think once they get done with their mobile app, I think that's when they're going to start advertising for it. So, because right now they're still in their alpha stages, and I think they've got all their issues. Well, I don't know. They haven't had a load yet, you know, because when they went live the very first time, their load killed their servers. So the very first day they were down for like 4 hours.
Yeah.
So now, you know, they're only streaming to 10 to 20, maybe 30. But I see they've been advertising they have an extra life event coming up. So I'm wondering if that's one of their overload tests.
Yeah.
So, but no, yeah. Anytime you want to come on, if you, like I said, if you see one of the episodes that you want to be a part of, and like I said, if you have a spot on I need to set times and dates instead of having them sporadic.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
But yeah, like on anytime in September, if you have a clear calendar, just let me know and we can set up something for the women creators.
Yeah, no, I'd definitely be down.
Sweet. But I'm gonna let you go now so I can quit talking your ear off.
All right, no problem. Thank you again for hanging out. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me on the show, and I will talk to you guys another night.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.